The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Snow's coming down. Load up the sound. Gather around, it's that time.
Cookies and cables, controllers on the table, stockings hung high, screens glowing bright. We're laughing and loading, achievements are exploding. Holiday mayhem all through the night.
Horrible Gamers Christmas.
Turn the volume up.
Don't stop. Horrible Gamers Christmas.
With Jesus walks a lot. Horrible Gamers Christmas. You know you're hearing from the chief. It's a very merry game night with your host, Gunny Chief. Glitches and grins, the chaos begins. They're roasting bad games like chestnuts by the fire. From snowy save files to lag and long trials, they still find the fun in every misfire.
Horrible Gamers Christmas.
Turn the volume up.
Don't stop. Horrible Gamers Christmas.
With Jesus walks a lot. From the lobby to the living room, hear the laughter ring. Two friends under pixel moons, let the jingle bells swing. Hey!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 507, being recorded on December the 22nd, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today I'm joined by my co-host from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief Henley Merrill is here. Welcome back, Henley, welcome.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas time. That's right. Christmas is here. I hope you're all having a good Christmas this year, or holidays, or whatever you do. I don't know. Some people don't even do anything. Whatever you do, I hope you're having a good time this week. What? Would you say, Gunny? No.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, yeah, I know that we've got the house now and it's all lit up and Christmas lights and everything, and there's certainly some houses out there, nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing at all. Yeah, I had an uncle, man, who rest in peace to my Uncle Tony. He's actually the reason I have my middle name. It's Tony or Antonio or whatever because of him. But he was a Jehovah's Witness, and I didn't know this, right? So he invites me to church one day, and I go and I start like reading the Bible and shit with him, and like understanding like more about his religion. And I realize he's a Jehovah's Witness. Like he doesn't celebrate anything, dude.
No birthdays or anything. Yeah, I don't know why. I just know that they don't.
No, but it's cool. Like for me, he would always get me like a birthday gift or something like that. He would always give me like a gift for my birthday. But like Christmas time or anything like that, he wouldn't give me shit. He would just give me shit all throughout the year though. Like randomly throughout the year, he would just give me gifts. But then like Christmas came around, he wouldn't do nothing. Fuck. And then I realized this dude's a Jehovah's Witness. I never knew that.
You know, Jesus, so you want to hear something blows your, like, I didn't know for years and years that Jewish people don't celebrate Christmas. I was like, what? All this time, I just thought they were all Christians. I didn't know. I just didn't know. Yeah, I was like, oh, they believe in God, but not Jesus. Oh, so that's why they don't have Christmas trees. I get it. Okay. Yeah. The more I know.
Don't they celebrate Hanukkah or whatever?
Is that? Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I guess they do. But yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I know people like they're all. Yeah, they don't. go to church, but they still have Christmas trees and presents, right? I guess that's
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know lots of people. Like that's
Yeah,
like
that's an American thing, right? I guess
that's
more of
like
a
an 80% of the population is that. Like they don't go to
yeah.
church.
It's more
They
more of it
still
just in America,
celebrate.
right? Just
Yeah.
presents and Santa. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how that works.
I don't know either. I learn more and more each time. Sometimes I'm old and I think I know everything, and then I don't. Learn something new.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the show, people. You can follow us on the X at _horrible gamers. You can follow us on Facebook. Horrible Gamers Podcast is our page. We have a group, close group. Anything you post in there stays in there. And best place to join us is the Discord. Discord link is in the show notes. And yeah, that's all I have for the intro. Big intro. Big shout out to the Christmas music we had for the intro. And we have more Christmas music for the outro because it's Christmas week.
It's a happy
Christmas time.
Horrible Gamers podcast.
Yeah.
And Mayo is out shopping for Christmas presents as we speak.
That guy who waits till the 22nd to go buy Christmas presents. Come on now, Mayo. You're like me, man. I've done this in the past where like my daughter, like when she was little, right? Now she's like a teenager, right? So she's like, whatever, Dad. I want fucking Nike shoes and shit, right? But when she was a little kid, like I'm talking like 9, 10 or whatever, she wanted like her 1 year. She wanted those stupid fucking Hatchimals. You remember those, Gunny? They were like little fucking egg. They were like little egg things that hatch like little like ugly looking creatures, like stuffed little animals that were in them.
I remember you were telling me the story years ago. I think it was like you spent 3 or 4 hours looking for those. Am I correct?
Oh, motherfucker. I went to like every fucking store, Gunny. I went to Targets. I went to Walmart. I went to fucking Toys R Us. I don't know where I ended up fucking finally finding one. I think it was maybe like a Toys R Us or a Walmart or something, but I ended up finding one, thankfully. But I mean, those things, it was the year like they were hot. Like that was the year that every kid wanted one for some reason. It was the Labubu ones. Like now, this year's the Labubu or whatever. Well, that year was the fucking Hatchimals, man. Like those things are impossible to fucking find. And I was like, this is fucking insane. I cannot find one, dude. And it was pretty bad. So yeah, I know the struggle of having to find a fucking Christmas gift that you can't find. It sucks. But yeah.
Yeah, especially now. I'm just curious now if we have our Amazons, we have you can just go to Target.com or Best Buy or whatever.
So easy now, right? Like
for me, at least so accessible.
Like for me now, like this is the way my daughter does it. They both do it this way. They send us a fucking file on their iPhone, right? That they can edit at any time. And then it's like a checklist, and they'll send it off to everyone in the family. And everyone has this list that'll be like, this is what we want for Christmas. And then there's like a giant list of shit, like random shit. It'll be like, I want headphones, I want a new phone, I want shoes, I want pants, I want shirts, I want underwear, I want socks, I want this, like random shit, whatever they want. They put on this list. And then as we're buying them, we start checking the list off. So everyone that has the list gets updated. Hey, this has been checked off the list or whatever by so-and-so. So we know like what to not double buy stuff, right? And then, but they can edit the fucking list as we're doing it.
Add more shit.
Yeah. So they have done that. And we're like, you little shits. You motherfuckers add more shit to this fucking list.
They're trying to knock the list down. You're adding more. Yeah.
Yeah. Like all of a sudden,
it's getting lighter.
Like all of a sudden we'll get a text message saying the list has been edited by so and so, and it's fucking like more shit on there. Not like what the fuck? What the fuck is going on, man? But yeah. Anyways, hold on, Gunny. Hold on. I'll be back. Hold on.
Anyways, just me. Christmas time, whatever. So yeah. Let's see. Kids working. I know. I remember, guys, what I would do, like when I was younger. Single for many years until I got married. Yeah, and so I remember, so I would have been in like my 20s and stuff. I always did last minute shopping, maybe because of work or I was just lazy. I was single, whatever. Like, hey, I'm going to buy my brother something, my mom, my sister, whatever, And so, yeah, it was like, oh, I should probably get them something or a girlfriend or whatever. Like, oh, let me go get this jewelry item. But I guess back then, guys, there was no real online when I was, in my 20s. So yeah, I mean the malls were packed and like yeah, the Macy's and the Mervyn's and the I don't remember there being a Target store, but yeah, that was me. So last minute Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. So unless I had my sister with me, right? Like she was a little more, a little more organized. So we would definitely go a week before. So that was yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I remember as a kid, man, like Christmas shopping was different. Back in the day, like I've told this story before, I think. I probably have in my fucking ramblings in the last 500 shows that we've done. But when I was a kid, man, I grew up in a household that we weren't very, like, rich. We were pretty poor, actually. And I got to give a shout out to, I think Walmart even did this back in the day. But I know for sure Kmart did. I remember Kmart. If you guys remember Kmart, it was like a big Walmart style store, right? Before it went out of business. But they would do layaway, dude.
Yes.
And I got so many gifts. So many. Because of fucking layaway, dude.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't know what layaway is, it's kind of before, I would say before. Well, I would think the reason was because nobody really had credit cards back then. At least poor people didn't, and there was no such thing as a bank card, like a Visa bank card. Those didn't come into existence until the last 20 years.
They were around, but they weren't like as prevalent as it was today. Like nowadays, everyone has one. Back in the day, like only certain people had them, and some people.
Yeah, and you had to get. I remember. I want to say it was an American Express and Diners something or whatever. So
yeah, it was weird, but like
my family was poor too.
My parents didn't even have like they had a bank account, but they didn't have like credit cards or they didn't have like any of that shit. And then like. So yeah, everything was bought with cash. Everything was cash money, like everything cash. So to do layaway was
they would take checks.
Yeah, you'd go to the store and you pick something like a bicycle, or say for example a bike. I say I wanted this bike really bad, and I would point it out to my mom, and she'd be like, "You want that bike?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I want this bike." And she would tell the people, "Well, I want to put this bike on layaway." So they would physically grab the item. Take it to the back, like in the storage fucking area of the fucking building, stick it in there and tag it or whatever. And then they put like a number on it, like your account number on it. And they'd say, okay, this bike is, I don't know, $100. And you have 3 months to pay it off. So every 2 weeks for 3 months or every week or so, I don't know if it was every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, you'd go in and you'd make a payment on that bike. And the payment would eventually you'd knock down the price all the way down to where you could pay it off. You know what I mean? And that's how it worked. So that's how, if the people are wondering, what the fuck is layaway? What the fuck is this poor people shit? That's what it is. It was pretty much like a rent to own, but you didn't really have the item till you paid it off.
Correct. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
like you were
they wouldn't. You didn't get the item until you actually paid in full.
You had to pay it fully, and then you got it. And then sometimes, like some stuff, we would change our mind on it, and then you would just say, okay, we're not doing that one anymore. And I think they would just refund you your money or something. I don't know if they had a fee associated with that, because I don't
think so. I think they just gave you all your money back.
They just give you your money back, right, and put the item back in the stock. But yeah, like that's how it worked, and I mean that's
not a restocking fee, but I don't think those existed back then.
No. And like I said, that's how I got most of my Christmas gifts, dude. And I remember we'd go to Kmart and be in there for like, I swear to God, Gunny, for like 3 hours, dude. But that's back in the day when Kmart had like everything, right? There was like a Walmart. They had everything. And they had that fucking like Pizza Hut in there or a Little Caesars or whatever. Like they had a fucking restaurant.
Well, I want to say that was their own place, because I remember, gosh, I mean, I must have been really young, like 5 or something.
Or was it like a Kmart food or something? Like it was something.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think it was like their own thing.
Yeah.
And I remember me and my sister. So we would go. So one thing to point out that's kind of changed between today and today's stores is they all have food, right? Where back in the day, none of them had any kind of food, any kind of freezers or dry food. They had none of that stuff. Like, I mean, everything now is like Target, Walmart. Everything has a food center.
Everything has a food section. But back then,
milk, bread, cheese, everything. But no, back then, Like they
Back
just
then,
had
even like Walmart didn't have food. The first Walmart
No.
started having food was when they started making the big ass super centers. Those are the ones that started having them. But the original Walmarts, if you remember those, Gunny, they were like Kmart's. They didn't have
yeah.
food. They just had like clothes and like house stuff and plants and like maybe like a fish tank
Garden. They always
section.
had the big gardens thing, right? They always had
Yeah,
the big garden center
they
and
all
the
had the big
automotive.
gardens. Yeah, they all had the big gardens. And yeah, but even like the automotive wasn't really a thing either. Like some of them had them, some of them didn't. But when the super centers came around, the Walmart super centers, that's when they started making them to where they had food. But Kmart never had food. Even to the end, I don't think they had food.
I don't think. No, I think they did because we had one in the town that I lived in before it shut down.
Yeah.
Like it had all the soda. I want to say, chips. I
Well,
don't
it had
remember. I mean, I remember
that.
that, but
But they
you're
don't have,
right. I
like,
don't remember it having frozen
Groceries. They didn't have
Yeah.
like vegetables. They didn't have like
I don't think so.
any of that, right? Like
Not sure,
vegetables
yeah.
or they didn't have like a meat section or like a fucking like a deli section. They
No.
didn't have that. No. Like or a bakery, like Walmart's have a bakery now. They didn't have that in these stores back in the day. They had chips. Yeah, they had chips and like candy, like Halloween time they had candy. They had a candy
Right.
aisle, they had a magazine aisle, but they didn't have like a food like I'm talking like groceries. Like you go in there and buy everything. Like you don't have to go to a grocery store after this. You just go in here and buy everything. And that's what Walmart did. They just when they
Yeah.
made the super centers, they made it like a one-stop shop. Now you can buy everything inside of Walmart. Because they had everything. They had your groceries, they had your clothes, they had your
Yeah.
like house stuff, your toys, your furniture, and they even had a pharmacy in the motherfuckers and an eye doctor.
That's right.
They had an eye doctor, a pharmacy. So like they had everything in the fucking Walmart, dude. You go in that fucking Walmart, you could do everything inside of a Walmart at the same time.
Do you remember when Walmart had like a bank or something crazy like that?
Yeah.
I was working at Brinks, the armored car company, I want to say at that time.
They had like US banks inside of them or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see here in Oregon, when you go to Fred Meyer's, it's just like I think Fred Meyer's is similar to Walmart, and Fred Meyer's was before Walmart. And rumor has it that the dude who made Walmart stole the idea from the guy who created Fred Meyer here in Oregon.
Sam
Like, he's
Walton, I think his name is.
Yeah, he stole the concept of that like one-stop shop thing from Fred Meyer because Fred Meyer has been around for like 100 something years now, and this dude like I think he like toured one of the Fred Meyer stores one day with the owner of the Fred Meyers, and he was like, I'm gonna steal this fucking idea. Like, this is a good fucking idea, dude. Like, why the fuck don't you have these all over the country, man? This is a great idea. A fucking one-stop store for everything. Because Fred Meyer has always had groceries and dairy and ice cream and everything. They had everything. Like, they had restaurants in them. But the ones here in Oregon, so in Oregon, Washington, and Alaska, you go to Fred Meyer's. It's like a Walmart, but like I would say it's an upscale Walmart. They have like nicer shit. It's always nicer, way more expensive than Walmart. But a lot of people shop there. And one thing they do
definitely
have
more
in them,
upscale.
yeah, one thing they do have in them because they have an electronics section. They have a jewelry section. They have clothes. They have food. So it's all like a Walmart kind of. But they do have banks in them. Like the ones here in Oregon, they used to have I think it was a Chase Bank in them. But I think now they have On Point Community Credit Unions, and so every time you go into them, there's like a legit little branch of a bank inside the fucking store, dude. And you can go in there and
Nice.
open an account. You can like if you have an account with them, you can go in there and like talk to a teller, talk to a banker, fucking like do anything in there. There's like a legit little branch of a fucking credit union inside of every store now, which is crazy. But yeah, they do have banks in them, which is odd because like you're right, no other store has that. I've never like nowadays no stores have that, but except for
I mean,
that
down
one.
here, yeah. I mean, down here we have, like we have like, the Safeway stores or whatever. But I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that's just food. Yeah, they'll have like Citibank or Wells Fargo's in them, but yeah, there's no clothing or not like a Fred Meyer's.
No, Fred Meyer's has like it's like a Walmart. They have everything. They have like I said, they have a jewelry department. They have like legit jewelry. It's like like not the fake gold, like real shit. And then they'll have like a whole ass pharmacy. They'll have a gas station in the front of them, all kinds of shit. So it's like they're like
Recycling
Walmart's.
center. I always see the
Yeah,
recycling center. Yeah.
yeah. So they're legit Walmarts, but they're not Walmart. They're like an upscale Walmart, I would say. They have like Columbia sportswear in there, Nike, Adidas. I think Walmart has Reebok now, though, right? I'm pretty sure Walmart has Reebok. I've seen Reebok.
Only
inside
my wife
Walmart.
and kid go to Walmart every Monday or Tuesday. So
Yeah.
I'm here Monday gaming, so they go and they go get groceries. So yeah,
Yeah.
because it's cheaper.
Yeah, Walmart is cheap though, man. Those fuckers, they know how to like price their shit so competitively. Like the other stores don't have a choice but to try to match their prices, which is insane to me. I'm like, that is crazy. That family, the Walton family or whatever, those guys are worth like billions and billions.
I think the
and
daughter's like one of the
billions.
richest people in America or the world. I forgot her name.
Yeah, they're worth so many billions of dollars, dude. Each of them, like individually, they're worth so much, and together, I think they're the richest family in the world. Because like,
Yeah,
just
amazing.
their wealth combined is fucking.
Well, they
insane.
have like I'm sure you've seen the pictures. They've got them in like I want to say definitely China, Japan. I don't know if Europe's got Walmarts or not, but
I don't know,
I've seen other pictures. Like I was like, oh, I didn't know they had a Walmart in South Korea. Look at that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
and they have Walmarts like they have the little market ones now too, like the neighborhood market, which is just like a grocery store. I think.
I used to deliver to those. Yeah.
Yeah. We have one by my house, kind of, which is weird. We don't have a Walmart around here, but we do have a like one of those neighborhood Walmarts, which is like weird because you go in there and there's no clothes. It's like a grocery
Right.
store.
Just groceries, house cleaning stuff,
And
like
that's it.
mops and yeah.
And like maybe a pharmacy attached to the fucking thing, right? Like so it's kind of like those are
But they do
interesting.
have wines and wine in them because I used to deliver to them, like wine and beer.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. One thing that I will say, we are getting up here and right by my house, right, actually, like right around the corner here. There's gonna be a fucking In-N-Out opening here, dude. This is like I think it's the third In-N-Out in Oregon that's opening. But it's gonna be so busy in that intersection now because of that fucking In-N-Out, dude. It's gonna be so busy
Yeah,
there.
I know where I park at my one of the towns I work in. It's like, oh, geez, like, can I make a left here, people? It's kind of like Chick-fil-A on a Friday night. It's like, my gosh, or Saturday night.
No,
You know?
dude. Like I'm talking when the fucking In-N-Out opened in Kaiser, Oregon, which is like Salem, Oregon. Me and my brother went there. Like I want to say, fucking like 3 weeks after it opened, we decided to go there because we're like, fuck it, let's go check it out. Like I haven't had In-N-Out in like a while, right? Since I lived in Vegas, I
Yeah.
want to go and check it out. So when we went down there, the line, Gunny, was literally like we sat there for about I want to say 2.5 hours.
Damn.
The line was miles long, and they had 3 different lanes for the drive-through, 3 different lines, and it was legit like miles backed up, miles and miles and miles and miles of just cars on the side of the highway parked with their hazards on, waiting to go to In-N-Out. I'm like,
I mean, it was like trying to get into a Taylor Swift concert. What's going on, man?
yes, it pretty much was. It was
Jeez.
like, imagine trying to go to like a fucking Taylor Swift concert. That's what it was pretty much. And it was fucking wild. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So one's gonna open up here. And the thing is, like, people know it's opening in, so like people are excited. But I'm not excited because that means that all the people that didn't go to the Kaiser one, because they're waiting for one to open closer up here to Portland. Now this one's gonna be packed with all the Portland people, dude. It's gonna be fucking slammed.
So I'm curious if the In-N-Out is that more of a did that kind of start in California or do you know
Yeah.
where?
Yeah,
Okay.
In-N-Out started in it started in California, and then it kind of spread out to like it went southwest, so it kind of went to like Nevada, Vegas, and like Arizona, I'm pretty sure. But like it's not like that's it. And then it came to Oregon, and I think they're opening the first one as well in Washington, in Vancouver, which is right across the bridge from Portland. So they're opening one there as well. They're building it right now. So I don't know if they're going to open these simultaneously, like at the same time, to try to avoid the rush to one of them, or if they're gonna open the one here first and then the one there, or the one there first and then the one here. I don't know, but this fucker's almost done being built. Like it's like the building is up. Like all they gotta do is put the fucking outside drywall shit and paint the motherfucker and put the shit on the inside and call it good, and then it'll be open. So it won't take much longer. I'm assuming it'll be open by like March, the latest, maybe April.
Yeah.
Because they're already hiring for it.
We definitely have enough here. Not where I live. Everything from where I live is like an hour away, like to civilization, kind of, sort of. I mean, yeah, I can get to a McDonald's or a Carl's Jr. I think we have, McDonald's, Carl's Jr. Those are 15 minutes away. So they're kind of hobo, though. I got to go to the bigger city to get a little bit better quality and better service.
But yeah, anyways, we're going to talk about video games that we've been playing, what you've been wanting us to play, and let's do that. So, real quick, Gunny, I've actually did a lot this week. I finished a lot of shit. By a lot of shit, I mean like 2 games. But it feels like a lot to me, okay? So don't judge me on I know you're judging me right now. Don't judge me.
I'm not. I'm in the same boat as you with my holiday schedule.
All right. So first game that I actually ended up finishing, Gunny, was I went back, all right, to President Jesus, and I played Suzerain, which is that game where you're the president of whatever little country. I think it's Swordland or something like that. Swordland. That's the country or whatever. Anyways, I went back, and I was in the middle of the playthrough last time where I ended up something had happened, and the fucking, like, I passed all these emergency acts, and my country was in a deficit, and everything was going to shit because we were like in a recession because of all the spending that I did. But it was worth it, all right? So, yeah, a lot of bad shit happened, Gunny, okay? Okay, listen. The vice president, Gunny, okay? During my playthrough, the vice president had an affair, okay? He cheated on his wife with my secretary. Okay.
Ooh.
Because he hired the secretary, and then he apparently was having an affair with her, and somehow this came to light. Like, I don't know how, but like his wife found out somehow. I have no idea how. Doesn't ever really explain that. She found out somehow. He's all a fucking mess. He's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. We're gonna get divorced, blah blah blah. And he's like an alcoholic. He has like a drinking problem, which I knew about, but I was trying to sweep it under the rug. Now this affair thing came out, and then my like advisor, my political advisor, Lucian or whatever is his name. He's like, hey man, like we gotta, like, this is bad, okay? Like, if people find out, like, if you need to come out and say the truth that this fucker had an affair, but it's gonna make you look bad, and we're in re-election time, all right? This is re-election time, Gunny. This motherfucker had an affair. You're like, okay, we gotta come clean to the people. We gotta tell them what happened. And then you gotta fire him. And I'm like, I gotta fire him. I was like, yeah, you gotta fire this guy, because if you don't fire him, then like shit's gonna look bad on you. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to fire him. He's like my friend, So we came out, and I ended up trying to keep it under the rug, where we didn't tell the public what happened. But then, come to find out, Gunny, the fucking secretary was a spy for another country that was her main enemy. It's called like Rumberg. The country's called Rumberg, and they're like a kingdom that's to like the northeast of us, or they're northwest of us actually. And they're like this big kingdom that really hates us, and they're about to go to war. Like, they want to go to war with us. They shot down one of our planes. They're trying to provoke us, They're trying to provoke us to go into war with them. Come to find out, this chick is a spy for them. She's a legit, like, CIA fucking spy working for these guys, getting information out of the vice president to fucking give to the fucking queen of Rumberg. And I'm like, this motherfucker is a spy? And then my advisor's like, yeah. He's like, legit, man. He's like, we investigated her. Her name is fake. This is her real name. And she's a legit spy from this country. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, okay, what do we do now? Like, she's a spy. Like, now this fucker had an affair. Didn't just cheat on his wife. He cheated on his wife with the fucking spy of another country. Like, our enemy country, dude. It's like, oh, fuck. So I ended up killing her through the secret police, right? Because it was like, you can have her arrested, you can hold her without trial, or you can have her have a trial, or we can make her disappear and make it look like an accident, Gunny, okay? which I chose. So I was like, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to hide all this. We're going to have her killed, and we're going to keep the vice president in place and continue.
Kind of takes care of two things at once, doesn't it?
Yes. Problem was, though, Gunny, as the game progressed, the fucking guy that was my advisor that wanted me to fire the vice president so I could elect him to be my next vice president. So I could appoint him as the next vice president because he wanted to be the vice president. So what did he do, Gunny? What did that fucker do? He went and snitched me out to the fucking Supreme Court and said that I had people secretly assassinated and that I was doing all these backdoor deals and all this crazy shit. And I got impeached and I got arrested and put in prison for the rest of my life. And the game ended. And it's like,
I was gonna say, is it game over at that point? Like, you keep going?
You're in prison now for the rest of your life. The game is over. So then I went back to that decision point, and I ended up doing a different thing. I ended up switching it up to where I ended up taking the blame with the vice president. And I said, no, we're both going to take the blame on this because, like, we hired this chick under my administration. We didn't vet her correctly. And it's my administration's fault. I'm going to take the blame with them. So when we were up on stage talking to the press, the vice president was like, no, it's all my fault. I resign. I'm going to resign right now. And it's all my fault. The president had nothing to do with this. I did the affair on my own. It was my decision. And then instead of having the chick killed, I think I had her arrested and held without trial as a terrorist or whatever. And then so the dude resigned, and I ended up picking Lucien as my vice president, and then the game continued. And this time I didn't get impeached, the game just continued, and then a bunch of other shit happened, and then I got reelected in the end, and I won. And I was like, oh, this is the good ending.
Yeah.
And then the crazy part is, though, the game ends, like when you get reelected, the game ends, and it's like, okay, it's over now. Like you got reelected, good job. It's like, well, I wanted to play my second term. Like, what the fuck? And I guess the developers said they didn't go, like, they never did an update to bring the second term thing out because they're like, it's too hard. It's too hard to do. And I was like, what the fuck do they mean it's too hard? And they said there's so many choices that you can make as the president and so many laws and rules and things you can try to pass and, like, things you can do. They were like, to make it to where everyone can play a second term would be, like, impossible because there's so many different scenarios and things that people are like, because you can select the different types of things you're going to be focusing on. You can be a president that focuses on healthcare, a president that focuses on the military, a president that focuses on internal security, a president that focuses on foreign affairs, like foreign trade. So you can be like different things, right? When you're getting elected, you pick what you want to run on, and then you try to pass these laws based on what you ran on, and then you can even pass other different laws and budgets and all these different things you can pass. And then there's too many choices for us to make a DLC for people to continue playing because there's too many outcomes to this. There's like you know what I mean? People would there'd be like endless outcomes.
So do you feel that when you play this? Because I assume like there's just a set of choices that are the questions that are asked or whatever. Like,
yes.
do you understand? Like, you think that's true? What they're saying?
I think it is true. Yeah, because there's
not saying they're lazy. I'm just thinking
there's a lot of moving parts to this game, Gunny. There's so many different names and people you have to remember. You have to remember like agreements you made on with people, like promises you made to people. You can keep them, you can break them. Like there's so many different moving parts to this game. Like you can create a secret police. You can declare a state of emergency. You can extend it. You can end it. You can fucking do all kinds of different things in the game, to where like it affects the different outcomes of you getting reelected or not. And like, you can even control the media. You can go to a point where you can take over the media and make it become a state-run media instead of privately owned media corporation. So like the media now belongs to the state and you control the media now. So you can have like so many different outcomes to this game. I was like, okay, but what I am excited to do though is there is a DLC called Kingdom of I think it's no, is it Rivia or something like that? Maybe. Where you're playing as the king, the newly appointed king of another country on the same map, but it's a different country, and you play as the king of that country that just got
King of
you just
Kingdom of Rizia.
Rizia, yeah, yeah. So you got. I don't know why I said Rivia. I don't know. That just came to my head. But yeah, yeah. So you play as the king of Rizia, and you are the new king, and you are trying to be the king and the monarch of this place. So I'm excited to play that DLC because it's supposed to be a whole other playthrough of you being a king. And I guess being a king, I don't know how that works because you don't have elections. So I don't know how that's gonna be. But yeah, this game has everything though, man. It has like a whole like NATO thing or whatever, like a whole NATO pact and a whole there's something called it's called ATO, and then the other faction is called PTO, and there are two different unions of nations becoming together to like ally for like military and trade alliances. You know what I mean? So like so you can choose. You can be like, I want to align myself with the communist people. I want to align myself with that country. So I'm going to align myself more with the communists and enjoying their pact or whatever. I ended up aligning myself a little bit more with the NATO people or whatever, like the democratic people or whatever. Um, Even though my country wasn't really like democratic, I'm gonna be honest with you, like we were kind of socialist. Like we had like free healthcare and shit, but we also had like women can't vote. Okay. But then we also had like I was trying to
Going back in
reform that.
time.
Okay, I was trying to reform things. Okay, I was letting women go to the workplace and have equal wages. Okay, I was I was letting that happen. Okay, and, and like just different things. So I ended up joining I think it's NATO, and we ended up becoming like a part of NATO. And there's a whole part in the game where you go to like a NATO assembly, it's almost like the United Nations where all the countries show up and all the presidents and prime ministers of every country and the kings and the queens, they're all giving speeches. And of course, the country that hates you, Rumberg, is there. And the queen gives a speech about how like you committed genocide against a certain race of people and like all this crazy shit. She gives like this crazy speech, and then it's your turn to give a speech, and you can respond to all her shit and like talk shit about her country. And it's like a fucking crazy ass part of the. That part takes like forever. That part literally was like a 45-minute part of just reading speeches, because this game is a game where you have to read everything, right? Nothing is voice acted. You're reading everything as it's happening. Like there's this person is saying this. So you're reading all this shit and you're responding to it or whatever. So like that part literally took me like 45 minutes, dude. I was just sitting there in like a United Nations meeting. Like all these countries are giving speeches about world peace, about uh, nuclear power, and how some countries are hiding it and some countries are using it for good, and all this and that, and how technology is advancing, and some countries will be left behind, while some countries that embrace the future and alliances will prosper, and all this shit. And like you can back other countries, and like there's like a country next to mine that had there's like an island on the channel of like the channel that goes into like the ocean, and there was an island there that's being contested. So one country says they own it, and then the communists, they're like, I don't know, they're like Russia kind of, but like this like communist, big ass communist country, and they're like, no, we own it. And you can choose as a country to be like, no, these guys own it. You don't fucking own it. So you can still, you know, like, or you can just be like, no, it's neutral. Like that belongs to no one. You know what I mean? But like, I chose no. This country owns it. You don't own it. And they fucking hated me for that. They're like, how the fuck do you dare you back them? And I told them like, if you guys try to fucking put your fucking soldiers on that country, we will declare war on you. I was like, motherfuckers, we will go to war over this shit. Okay? And so like there's a lot of political things going on in this game, and it's pretty dope, pretty well done. I can't wait till they make a sequel to the game. But I am excited to play the DLC. and then maybe they'll release future DLC. I don't know. I do hope that they do make a sequel to it though.
Yeah, they said that it says they are making new DLC.
Oh, really?
They're not saying what. Yeah. I was just reading that.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm excited because that it's really well done. Like everything is so well done in that game. The music hits, the political tension is there, and then not just the political tension, the tension with your family, with your kid. You know, your kid fails his exams, and like you're like, okay, do I send him to the military because by law in your country, if you don't make the exams that they give you, like your SAT scores, you don't make it to college. You go to the military. But he's the president's son, and you're like, well, I could just send him to a foreign school. You know what I mean? So you can send him to another country to study as a foreign student. And I'm like, what do I do? Do I send him to military school or do I send him to a foreign school? So I sent his ass to a foreign school, and he became like some socialist, communist fucking little dickhead because he went to like a communist country to study. He's like, I fucking love it here. This is amazing. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't you forget where you come from, you little dickhead. God damn it, you're fucking communist. How dare you disrespect me like that? But yeah, it's a cool game though, man. So I ended up finishing that, and then I ended up playing another game, Gunny, which is another game kind of set in the same time period, like in the 1930s or whatever. And this is News Tower. This is that game where you're building a news corporation or whatever. And I'm struggling, man. This shit is hard because you have like competitive newspapers coming at you. You're trying to steal subscribers from them to subscribe to you, and you're doing all these different things to like try to improve your tower and not go bankrupt while you're doing it. And it's pretty hard, but I'm enjoying it so far. And it's a cool simulation business strategy type game or whatever. So
wait, so News Tower is different than what you played before?
No, it's the same kind of. It's just 1.0 is out now. And so like the game is done. And like so they did add a lot of different shit with the 1.0. Like I said, they added a competitive, like other competitors to you, like there's other newspapers you have to compete with. So there's different like things you can align yourself with. So like there's like the mafia. There's 4 different factions. There's the mafia, the mayor, the military, or the forget what they're called, like the high society, and they all give you different perks if you start doing things for them. So the mafia, their perks are once you max them all out, they can be like a place that gets you like cheap labor. Like they can make it to where like the union bosses go into your business and they kind of like kick everyone into the union, and then you pay them cheaper wages. Or you can have it to where like they can, once they're fully maxed out in the mob, like their perks are all the way up because you did so many favors for them or whatever. They can install slot machines in your tower so your workers can distract themselves with slot machines and kind of like de-stress themselves, you know what I mean, with these slot machines or whatever. The high society, they give you perks like, oh, you instead of like writing real stories, you can now create like fake, like made up stories, fantasy stories, and just release these in your news articles. Instead of like having your reporters go out to report real news, just have someone write like a fake news story and put it out there. You can have that with the high society. That's like their main perk when you upgrade them all the way. And the military, their perk is like they unlock like better hospitals for your, like if your reporters get injured, you get a better hospital so you can like their injuries get treated faster or whatever. And then the mayor, it's all political shit, right? So when you upgrade them all the way, you unlock the like the National Republican Committee or whatever, where like the you can like talk to these politicians easier, and they'll give you scoops on other things that are going on in politics, you know, like things that they're trying to pass or things that are going on, you know, the dirt on other senators and governors or whatever. And so you could do that. So the game has a lot of different things. The whole point is to try to build this huge tower with like a big corporation of like you have lawyers, you have artists, you have photographers, you have reporters, you have the workers, the mechanics, the janitors. So like it's cool. It's a cool game. It reminds me of Tiny Tower, but like more in depth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like they've added quite a bit to this 1.0.
Yeah, it's pretty deep, but I look forward to playing more of it. I'm having a pretty good playthrough right now where I'm not in debt to the mob. I have like $9,000, so like I'm not broke, but I'm trying to get it to like 15,000 to get the next floor, because the next floor costs 7,000. But I'm like, I don't want to buy it and only have $1,000 left, because then I have to pay salaries, I have to buy paper, because you have to buy paper, you have to buy food, you have to like keep your employees paid. So like you have to manage like how often you're upgrading your tower, you know what I mean? Because the more you upgrade it, the more it costs to keep building floors, but the more expensive it starts to get, you know? And the more people you hire, the more expensive it gets. You have to upgrade your generator. You have to fucking do all kinds of different things, you know? So it becomes like a whole like balancing game of like managing the happiness of your workers with the happiness of your readers, with the money that you're making, and all this other shit, you know? And there's all these cool little upgrades you can buy. You can like buy these upgrades for your tower and your workers, which will improve your workers' efficiency in certain things. Or you can buy upgrades for your towers, like an elevator, the little pneumatic tubes, like these little tubes, you can put them that go from like the bottom floor to the third floor. And instead of like your worker having to like deliver, like say he finishes a part of the process of the paper on the first floor, and has to go to the third floor for the printing guy. Well, instead of him having to walk up the stairs or use the elevator to go to the third floor, he'll put the little thing in the tube, and the tube shoots it up to the third floor. You know what I mean? It's like those little tubes you see at the banks sometimes.
Yeah,
Those
yeah. I don't know if they
one
still
of
have those or not. They would
I
have them
don't
at the
know.
drive-through. Yep.
Yeah, they'd have them at the drive-through at banks or like pharmacies or something. So yeah, yeah, you can buy that upgrade. You can buy different upgrades for the different things, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's a pretty neat little game. Besides that, though, I did ended up finishing Death Stranding 2, and I gotta say,
Oh Jesus! Before you continue on that, I was just going to mention. I don't think I noticed it before, but on Steam, News Tower has a demo. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that came with the 1.0 or if you already said it. So yeah, it's on. Everything's
I'm
on
not
sale,
sure.
$20. Yeah, so check that out.
I'd say I'd recommend it for $20. I think I bought it for like $30, maybe $25. I don't know what the actual normal price is, or $22 or something weird, but it's not expensive. But anyways, I did end up finishing Death Stranding 2.
Oh, nice, nice, yeah.
And I gotta say, that ending is it's fucking weird, man. Listen, Gunny,
Yeah.
let me just give you this little snippet of what happened in the end. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, would you ever think, based on what you have played of Death Stranding 2 so far, that at the end of the game you would be having a boss battle with guitars in a Street Fighter style, and then in the middle of that fight you start rifting on like you play a guitar riff in the middle of the fight, like the other dude starts playing the guitar, like going hella hard on the guitar, like just fucking like shredding it, like some like hardcore like Guitar Hero shit. And then it says, press square for you to start doing it, and then you can start doing it too. And then you're both just sitting there playing the guitars for like a whole minute, going hella hard, just playing the guitars against each other. And then boom, you start fighting again. But it's like a Street Fighter style. Like I said, it's like
I wonder if it's like an ode to what's that movie with? Who was the Karate Kid? That guy in that movie where he made the deal against the devil. Does that sound familiar to you? Where they were like battling it out or whatever via guitar. I don't know.
know. Baby.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Fucking guitars. Listen, man. I had a guitar that can shoot bullets. But then I was beating the shit out of this guy with the guitar. And then, like, the screen went sideways and it became a 2D fighter. And the health bar showed up above my character and his character.
Oh, nice.
And now it was like a Street Fighter 2D style game with some crazy shit going on in the background. And then you had the giant BTs fighting with the other people. And then come to find out, Tomorrow is a very important character in the game that you did not realize who she is till the very end. And Neil Vanna, that guy who's chasing you around with his military buddies, apparently he's a good guy the whole time. He's just misunderstood Okay, I don't want to spoil nothing, honey, because you're gonna get all this in the game. But he's a
Yeah,
good guy.
like I said,
He's a
I got a
good guy.
little bit. I got a little bit of Tuesday a couple of months ago when I was trying to when I was researching the game and listening to the first book, and I was like, "Oh, is that true? No, okay." So I stopped researching.
Tomorrow is very powerful. I will tell you this, and then like you find out some shit about Fragile that like you're like, that's kind of sad.
I don't know anything about her. I mean, not much.
It's a lot of sad stuff happens in the end of this game. Listen, Fragile shit goes sad. Okay.
She looks sad, right? She's always smoking
Rainy-
that cigarette like she's gonna.
Oh,
like, she looks depressed.
she has a good reason to be sad, Gunny. Okay, when you get to the end of the game, you'll know why she was sad the whole game. Because you're like, oh, that's why she was acting like this the whole time. Because she knew this was the outcome in the end. She knew this, like everyone knew except you that this was gonna happen, and you're like, oh, they all knew. Everyone knew, even the bad guy knew. Everyone knew except me. How the fuck did I not know?
You're the
Even
silent
puppet.
protagonist, right? You're
Even fucking Dollman didn't know. I'm like, how the Dollman knew and he didn't tell me?
well. He's along
the
with the
fuck?
ride with you, right? Like, yeah, just go along.
And it comes
Wherever
out
you
to
take 'em.
you find out something about Dollman that like the whole reason he's with you is because Fragile sent him to be with you as a therapist because of some other shit. And you're like, wait a minute, the whole time you're with me, you're just with me to be a therapist? I thought you were like trying to help me. No, like yes, he's trying to help you, but really he's just there to make sure you don't go fucking crazy. And you're like, what? And then, like I said, all this other crazy shit happens, man. I'm gonna listen. I was fighting with the guitar. I was fighting giant crabs, and then like the game ends, and they're like, "Hey, Sam, now that all this is over, you can continue making your deliveries, and we'll help you out." So it's like, okay, like so I can continue making deliveries, but like the BTs are there, but they're not as strong as they used to be, and like what the fuck is going on? I don't even know what's going on. Like I said, the game ends and it's pretty fucking wild, the ending. And like I feel bad. Like honestly, the guy that I feel bad for like the most is one, Sam, because Sam deals with a lot of fucked up shit. And two, that Neil Vanna guy. I really feel bad for him. Because I thought he was a bad guy the whole time. And in reality, he was like one of the good guys. Even though he was having an affair with Sam's wife behind Sam's back. That fucking bitch cheated on him. But you realize, oh, this is what happened. Oh, and this is why he's following you around. This is why he's following you around. And this is why he's so mad all the time. Because I don't think he likes Sam, but he knows that Sam is a good guy. And that Sam cares about Lou. And Neil Vanna cares about Lou because in the game, that's Lou's dad is Neil Vanna, supposedly. But then that whole shit takes a twist, and you find out what really happened there, and you're like, what the fuck? Like I said, the game takes like a lot of twists and turns, and I guess we'll see what happens. You know what they need to do with this game, though, for real, honestly? Like,
What's that?
yeah, they need to make a movie.
I was gonna say make a movie. Yeah, they've got books, they got comics on it or whatever podcast.
Like,
but
the game,
definitely need a movie.
The aesthetic of like the game is so fucking cool. It would be so cool for a movie. It would be like just like I was like playing it the other night. I was like, dude, the cutscenes are so fucking well done. I was like, these cutscenes are like insane graphics, like insane, dude. Like the people look real. Like I'm like, Hideo Kojima should just make movies. Like he doesn't need to make video games.
He probably wants to. What if he just did like a 2-season show?
No, I want
Right,
like
season one being the first one, like The Last of Us sort of situation.
I just want a movie of Death Stranding and him explaining everything. Because there's so much shit that happens in this game and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I fighting this samurai ninja? I thought he was a good guy. Now I'm fighting him. Why am I fighting him? He was my friend. He was helping me. Now he's trying to kill me? What the fuck?
I think everything's trying to kill you. Sam's a wanted, like he's like I don't know. Everything wants to kill Sam.
Listen, everyone wants to kill
Environment, fucking
Sam.
BTs. Yeah.
Everything's trying to kill me. I don't know what's happening, and the music hits like I fought a giant squid, and I fought so many. Listen, man, listen. And the game ends. Does it really end? I don't know. I don't know.
So isn't it? I told you it was really odd. Like it's cool, but it's odd at the same time that it's like this open world delivery sim with this amazing story. Or well, at least in my intriguing, I would say.
Yeah.
Like for some it's amazing. Some it's like, oh, like Death Stranding. But yeah, it's like this weird fucking story stuck in a open world sim.
Yeah,
So, he had to do something with it, right? Like, what was he going to make it? Multiple choice? Come on.
Yeah, he should have
It's like,
made a movie.
we're going to fuck everybody up and just make it a big fucking open world game.
Well,
And,
one thing I do have to say, like honestly, dude, like throughout the whole game, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Fragile, right? You know the chick Fragile or whatever.
yeah.
Her fucking smile, her smile has to be the most beautiful smile on the planet Earth. It literally has to be. Just when she smiles, it makes me smile. Just looking at her, I'm like, that chick, her fucking smile is like a perfect smile. I've never
the
seen
details. I mean, the character details.
like,
I would
it's
say even on
insane.
her and Rain, like when Rain smiles too, it's like,
Yeah. That smile is just like she has like the perfect like picture perfect smile. I've never seen like a more perfect smile. It just makes you want to smile back. That's how her smile, like her smile is so fucking good that you just want to smile back. Like there's like nothing else, like no other reaction you want to get. And it's kind of odd. I'm like, it's kind of weird, but like honestly, I really like her smile.
So you just got a
Anyways.
crush on her.
Yeah, that's right. Fragile.
All the characters definitely have a I mean, he did an amazing job on the graphics
And
details.
then I completely forgot about the little cat in the ship being the captain's son that got killed and turned into like a BT cat.
Right, I read that early on. I'm like, stop looking at him. You're spoiling everything for yourself.
And then that comes up in the end and it's kind of sad. I'm like, oh man.
Well, he did say in the beginning, he's like, well, my son, and then the BTs, and and then you watch him taking the son, and then this cat just showed up one day, on my ship.
And
Wonder
the
how
cat
that
is
got
his
there.
son. Yeah, the cat is his son. I'm like, oh, that's why the little cat is always on his shoulders and like always hanging out with them, because that's his kid. Like, I'm like, oh man, so heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. Listen, man, like this shit was confusing. I don't want to. I wish you would have finished it because we could be talking so much more spoilers. There's so many questions that I still have. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? There's so many things in my head about this game. I loved it. Like I loved the first one. I think I honestly enjoyed the first one more, and this one was good. But the story is like, holy crap! Like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
Were the cutscenes at the end shorter than the first one?
Oh, way shorter. Wait, like there was still a lot. Trust me, there you still sit there for like 20 minutes at a time watching these cutscenes, but they're a lot more shorter and it's a lot quicker to the point than the first game. The first game, man, those things went for like fucking 3 hours. I literally watched cutscenes in the first game. I want to say for 2 hours at the end of the game. I was like, is this over yet? Are we? No, it's not done. Oh, I thought we were done. No, it's not done. Oh, another cutscene. Okay. Another one showed up. What the fuck?
Kojima just hit you with those things, man, like a punch to the gut.
But like this one was more concise, more to the point, quicker. There was still like I said, still about half an hour of cutscenes, if not an hour, but like way quicker to the point and a lot more action, a lot more, like I said, you're getting all these different, like, you get the viewpoint of Nirvana, like his whole point of view, and you get to see what happened between him and Lou and the wife of Sam, and you're like, oh fuck, he was trying to help her, and this is what I saw in the first game when he was shooting everybody and running through the facility. This is what was going on. He was trying to save her and Lou, and then you're like, oh, this is why he turned bad. He wasn't a bad guy to begin with. He turned bad because of what had happened to him. and he wanted revenge because he was pissed off that they killed his lover, right? Because he was in love with Sam's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a good reason when he was in love with her, because like he knew her from the past. Like they knew each other from like the beach event from when they were little kids somehow. They knew each I forget how they knew it, but they knew each other. And like then you find out about Lou and Tomorrow. You find out about Tomorrow and the truth of why he was following you around. You're like, oh, that's why. Holy fuck, he's a good guy. And then you find out so many things, Connie. It's
Well, you get those little sequences, right? When you're in the elevator.
yeah.
Not every time, but I think it's every other time. It seems like, yeah, when you're in the elevator to go, I think, yeah, down into your resting area. Yeah. Or back from it.
Yeah.
So you get little snippets there from your ex-wife, or no, from, yeah, and Neil Vanna and whoever. Yeah.
But besides all that, I did finish another thing. So Frostpunk 2 came out with their DLC. I forget what it's called. I forget what it's
all
called.
that.
But it is out now. And this DLC adds two different things. So it adds like two different scenarios to the free play mode. One of the scenarios, Gunny, is you have to deal with this group of people that show up into your city. They're called like the I forget what they're called, but they're like they're called the Doomsdayers or something like that. Or the Doomsayers or the Doomsdayers. Some shit about Doom. And because they think that like their whole philosophy, you know how everyone, like all these factions have their philosophies, right? Like, oh, we believe in working. Oh, we believe in the rich people get all the good stuff. We believe in the poor people should get all the good stuff. We believe in equality, all this crazy shit, right? Well, this faction that shows up, their whole thing is they don't want you to pass nothing. Their whole philosophy is everyone's going to die. We're all going to die. There is no point in passing any laws. There is no point in progressing anything in the city because we're all going to die in the end anyway. There's no point. There's no chance of survival.
That definitely sounds like Doomsayers, right? Or something. Yeah, like a
they're like, we're all gonna fucking die, all right? We're all gonna die. There's no point in this, Gunny. There's no point in trying to survive. You might as well just let the cold kill you, because that's what's gonna happen no matter what, right? So there's them, and that's the one scenario. So you have to deal with them. You have to either like arrest them or kick them out. And they spread pretty quickly. Those fuckers are pretty quick at spreading. So you got to have a lot of prisons, a lot of police, a lot of watchmen, a lot of correction things going on, like prisons and rounding people up and beating the shit out of people and executing people and all kinds of shit. And then the other scenario is like a plague scenario where there's these people that come into your city and they're sick. Right? They're sick and they bring this plague with them and it starts spreading throughout your city. And more infected people start appearing in your city. And more people start coming out from the wasteland to join your city that are also carrying this plague. Well, you have so many days in the game or so many like things. Like I think you have till everyone in your city gets sick. But you have to develop a vaccine for this like epidemic, right? Like or pandemic, I guess, of shit going on in your city, right? Like this fucking virus is going crazy through your city, and you have to like get the doctors to develop a cure for this fucking virus because you're like, what is going on? Everyone's getting sick. Everyone's dying. People aren't working because they're all sick. Production goes down. Your city starts to fail. And then everyone dies. That's kind of what happened in my playthrough with that. But I did finish the playthrough with arresting the fucking Dooms people or whatever. I had all those motherfuckers arrested. All of them, Gunny. All of them, down to the last one. I had all the motherfuckers arrested, all right? They all went to prison. And then, what did I do with them? I recruited some of them into my militia after sending them to prison to create more military for me. Or more police or whatever the fuck, more militia.
Isn't it a good winter Christmas game to play?
Yeah, and then I killed the rest of them or something. Or exile. No, I killed them. I didn't exile them because the problem is when you exile a colon or a group of people into the wasteland, it's not like you're just like kicking them out and saying, okay, bye, bye, okay, you're out now, bye. No, you have to like legit go fucking like wherever they go and establish a colony, you have to like make sure they're set up to survive in that colony. So you have to like start their generator, build their houses, build their fuel supply, build a fucking a food supply for them. You have to build a shelter for them. All this bullshit. And it's like I don't want to do it. I just rather kill them all and call it good. Fuck these guys. They're all gonna die anyway. They're all gonna die anyways, according to them. Might as well finish the job for them. Okay. Might as well speed the process up here a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah. So I finished that part of that DLC. I want to do the pandemic one because that seems kind of cool. But yeah. So there's that. And then Boris played some more battle.
That was the Fractured Utopia. That was the one that came out on the 8th. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Fractured Utopia is what it's called, yeah. And then there's what else? There's the Battlefield 6. There was some other shit with the DLC that I forgot, like this whole other like factions they added. They added like new factions with different like now the factions also have like a tech tree tied to the faction. So like if you support a certain faction, they'll be more towards like science. So you build like network hubs, and then you start building computer hubs and like machines that run the computers and machines that run on the computers, and then these machines can like enhance the workplace, and now you can run the workplaces with the computers. And that's if you use the technocrat one. But there's other ones. There's like the engineering one where like you build automatons, and you can have these automatons build more automatons and build baby automatons and big automatons and little ones and all this other shit. So there's like different things they added to the Utopia mode, which is why it's called Fractured Utopia, because the factions that are in the game now each come with their own. There's the normal tech tree in the game, but then each of them also have like their separate tech tree kind of like agenda thing that you can push as well. You know what I mean? So the more you support like say you support the guys that are all about like equality and being like one with nature and using like no machines. If you support their vision, you start unlocking like different upgrades for their tech tree where like now they can hunt better. Now they can gather more supplies faster without machines. Now they can scavenge the wasteland for more food and get more food every time they go hunt. So like you can upgrade the tech trees based on who you're supporting the most, and then kind of level that up as you go that way. But I also played some more Battlefield 6. Currently that is going on. The winter event is still going. Play a little bit of that. I was having a blast the other day. I was playing the hardcore Rush. That was so much fun. It was so much fun. Just fucking, that was such a blast playing hardcore Rush. And then what else? I think that's all I played, Gunny. Really, I don't remember anything else.
That's a pretty good amount. I mean, the holidays for me have been like working 60 hours the last 2 weeks.
No, that's wild.
But yeah, and then of course, holidays, it's like work today. I'm like, no, I'm not working today. I'm gaming. So yeah, running some errands today, but yesterday. So, I thought, Jesus, after like a long week, I'm like, I don't know what to play. I was starting to play like, I fired back up Satisfactory for a little bit. Like kind of get my like I was just having the itch a little bit just to kind of, build some factory shit. So I knew I wasn't going to play it all day or all night. So, so then I'm like, oh man, I'm not getting my thrill from this. So I installed Manor Lords again on Game Pass. So because apparently it's been updated, I don't know about the Game Pass version of it, Windows version versus the Steam version. So I didn't notice I guess there were some different things, but not a whole lot. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to fire it up. No mods or whatever. Just put it on peaceful mode, baby mode, right? And so I think I had a pretty good thing going, and I'm building all the appropriate houses, and I'm making them the right size so that they can have gardens and orchards I made some smaller because they can be made faster because you just need the people to, to be workers or whatever, right? To build other things because, it's kind of like one of those games where you'll run out, right? If you just assign, everybody just kind of auto gets assigned a job. I think you can actually switch it if you actually care like who their names are or families, which it doesn't matter, right? In the game, it really doesn't, but you can reassign people, but yeah, if everybody has a job, there's nobody left to build, right? And there is no like it's not like gosh, what's that game we play? It's not like a builders union thing, right? Like yeah, it's like whoever's just around not working, those are going to be the people building whatever it is, a church or a castle or something. So or a pantry, for the storage facility, whatever it might be, a farm. So I'm like, all right, well, I've had a pretty good start out pretty good. And I'm thinking like, everything's cool and it's going to be peaceful and I'll eventually build a militia, even though I'm playing on peaceful mode. And I can see that there's bandit camps in the other region. So I'm like, all right, well, they probably won't attack for a while. So I left the game running all night, right? And so when I turned it on in the morning, it was like, people are hungry or something, or people are cold. Yeah, I think people are starving. I'm like, oh, wow, I got a lot of people that have moved in since I let the game run all night. So I'm like, all right, Henley, don't panic. I'm going to build more fields, put some more wheat and barley, and put another, hunting camp in there, right? So people, I can get some meat. And I'm like, all right, well, this is going to work. I think that, yeah, some people are going to die because I slept, right? It's on me, man. People are going to die. They're going to get cold and die or whatever, die of starvation. Oh, well, more people come in, right? And I'm like, all right, I got my trade thing going. I'm going to import some food. Really didn't have a lot of money, even though I did start charging them like a, 10% tax or whatever it was for land tax. So yeah, I'm like, all right, this should work out pretty good. And I thought things were working out pretty well, even though I can see in the top of the screen where it's like person died of starvation. It's like, all right, it's okay. We're going to get this, right? I mean, kill those people off, I guess, until we get down to where the food supply is good, right? Or at least until I can regain it, because it takes a while in this game. So it even tells you like, hey, if you want to build an orchard, right, where apples are on your farm at your house, it takes like 6 months to grow or some shit, right? So yeah, I definitely split it up. I put some chickens on some and vegetables on another. So I'm like, I got this, right? And I'm sitting there playing it, Jesus, just like trying to have this peaceful playthrough, and everything's going just smooth, and I'm just chilling out vibing out on some music. And I'm like, why is that house on fire? And I see this fucking guy running away, right? I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the hell? Do we have an arsonist on the thing? And it's like, okay, he's like a bandit or whatever. Well, what happens, Jesus, when you don't have a fire department, right? Like the shit spreads. And then the other houses were on fire across the street. And it was just like watching my kingdom just crumble. I mean, not the whole thing, right? But it was like, oh man, it just pissed me off to no end. It was like, I'm playing on peaceful mode, Like, come on. Can I just play baby mode without people trying to destroy my city? Or was this kind of like a payback for me starving all my people, I think that's what it was. So, yeah. So I was like, all right, just get out of that game, delete that playthrough. So yeah, note people, don't leave the game running all night because people will starve and some vigilantes will come in and burn your town down. So yeah, but it was good up until that point. So, but anyway, I'll go back to it again, just run a new playthrough. Another game I played was, it's called Deliver at All Costs. I don't know how long this game's been out, but it just like, I saw the demo, I finally downloaded it, decided to play it. So Jesus, this is just like the Precinct. I remember you playing this game, that top-down isometrical, game like American Fugitive, which I think there's a demo for that game. I've never tried it, but looked kind of cool. But it's kind of got that noir setting, of the year 1959, that, rock and roll is just becoming a thing. And it's got a tropical mix of that noir style look to it. So, but anyway, you're this young guy, whatever, like playing as like you go in to get for a delivery job. And so it says the story's like story rich or whatever. I don't know. It's got some decent cutscenes to it, but it's like when you get into a vehicle, it's like you're just kind of crashing into everything, right? Like Crazy Taxi is what this is. But yeah, you're going to do some missions where you're told to like, hey, go pick up these watermelons or whatever. And they're all like, you know, there's flies all around them and you got to go clean them and wash them and like take them to this facility and then paint them green again and then re-deliver them. So of course you got to drive carefully the entire time. Otherwise you're losing all the stuff that's in the back of the truck, the pickup truck. It's not a box truck. So yeah, it's like that sort of game. Yeah, just kind of wacky fun, I think. So, and it does say like, hey, after you make the delivery, you can just go into like a free roam basically, and just go and destruction derby basically, right, into the buildings, into other cars, and knock people around, and yeah, just kind of has that wacky physics to it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think if it came to Game Pass, I would definitely play it a lot more, and yeah, get some achievements out of it.
I've seen this. This is like one of those physics games.
Yeah, that's all it is. So
I'm not a fan of those. Like Human Fall Flat. This one. There was the one where you learn how to walk. Like the one where you're like the baby walking around. Like the dude who's like a baby walking around.
Yeah, that new one on Steam that people really love.
Stupid. Like to me, yeah. I hate those. There's just, to me, they're stupid games. Like to me, those are what I call streamer games. They're just made for like, oh, I'm gonna play this and
it's funny. Yeah,
I'm gonna make fun of it as I play and have people watch me and laugh. Like that's what it's for. That's literally what it's made for. Because who the fuck's gonna play this on their own time? Just like I'm gonna play the piece of bread game where I'm a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Like why would you do that? Like there's no point in doing that by yourself in your own time. You got other shit you can be playing. You're not playing that bread game. You know what I mean?
Right, or banana. I don't know. Well, apparently people are playing the banana game. I don't know.
Unless you're a fucking little kid that, like, you know what I mean? Or a streamer that's streaming it to kids, or a kid that wants to be like the streamer and says, oh, I've seen the streamer play this, I'm going to play it too. And then they want to do it, Yeah.
But I would say with this one, where it's not, I guess it's not like, what is it? What People Fall Flat or whatever the hell it is. Like, it's got better. Yeah, it's got better. The controls are really good. Like, I got to say, on using a controller, like the vehicle controls super well, especially when I was moving stuff around. But yeah, definitely. Like you can make it do that, right? And your truck's flipping around, and then you can get out and press Y on the tire to make it inflate again, and your truck's repaired. But I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. So I finally did pick up a game I've been wanting for a while, Elden Ring Night Rain. So, and I still don't know I don't watch a ton of it on Twitch to say, yeah, this is, like, I know what the end goal is on this game, but it's basically online Elden Ring is what it is. So as far as I made it today, before we started recording, was just going through the tutorial, and then just go ahead and, I don't know, like so you have like your, what do I call it? Like your base of operations of kind of where you're at, like at the something round table. It's in the original Elden Ring game. So it's not like there's a ton of characters there, but yeah, I think you just kind of open it up and choose, go on a run, right? And then it's you and two other people. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's now like 2 pieces of DLC that are out, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I just got the vanilla game because there is that winter sale on Steam. So yeah, just kind of playing it. And I gotta say, just even the first one was fun because it's not just you, right? It's you and 2 others that are helping, take down, smaller trash mob enemies along the way. And then, yeah, like whoever it was, I think it was like somebody who was just playing generic player, and then it was me and one other guy. Yeah, we were just like, they already pinned like where we needed to go. I was like, oh, cool, thanks guys, because I would have no idea, whatever. It shows in the tutorial like you need to go here, there, and everywhere. So it's a really big map, right? So yeah, it was just a lot of hacking and slashing, Jesus, but it was fun. It really brought back my time with Elden Ring. So, but a lot shorter on these bosses. I have seen some where, yeah, you're going to get to the bigger bosses and they're going to take a lot longer to even try and kill. So, but yeah, we'll see. Feels good, man. I can't wait to play more of that. So, and yeah, a little bit more of Path of Exile too. So, playing my Ranger class. So, but that's pretty much all I've been playing. That's it for me.
So, huh? Okay. Well, it's news time.
Beep, 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 beep.
The biggest piece of news we have today is probably the most recent piece of news. And that's that, sadly, Vince Zampella, the co-founder of Infinity Ward and founder of Respawn Entertainment, creator of Titanfall, and most recently the head director, wasn't he the director of Battlefield Studios or whatever?
Yes, oversaw the Battlefield
The-
games.
all the Battlefield games, right? Well, starting with Battlefield 6, but then was going to be moving forward with overseeing the rest of the Battlefield series, has passed away. He passed away today on December 22nd. Apparently, his vehicle went off the road, hit a concrete barrier. Says here, according to NBC 4, Los Angeles, the driver of the vehicle perished in the car fire while the passenger who was in the vehicle was ejected and died at the hospital. And there's that. It says here, Zampella got his start with the video game industry in the late 90s with stints at GameTech, Atari, Interactive Media, Ripcord Games, and Sega Soft. In 1999, he joined 2015 Inc. and became the lead designer on the third Medal of Honor game, which was Medal of Honor Allied Assault, which was later published by EA. Then following a dispute with EA, Zampella, Grant Collier, and Jason West co-founded Infinity Ward, which partnered with Activision, and then they launched Call of Duty in 2003. So there's that. And it's funny because in a recent interview, Zampella said the only reason that Call of Duty exists is because EA were dicks.
Yeah.
So-
And look who we
so-
ended up with. Yeah.
I know, right? Says here, Zampella and West remained at Activision until 2010 when they were fired by the company over alleged insubordination. Then they filed a lawsuit against Activision that was settled out of court. And then they went on and co-founded Respawn Entertainment. And then they released Apex Legends, Titanfall, Star Wars Jedi games, which then was purchased by EA. And then EA put Zampella in charge of DICE in 2020 with the order to revitalize the Battlefield franchise, which paid off this year with the best-selling first-person shooter game of the year, Battlefield 6. So there's that. But yeah, it's kind of sad, man.
Yeah. There's
Absolutely.
that video that's circulating around. I'm kind of getting mixed comments on, that's actually a crash from 2024, and then other people are saying no, that's actually Vince Zampella's car, his Ferrari.
No, yeah, it's his Ferrari flying through a tunnel pretty fucking fast, I might say, and then slams into a concrete barrier and catches on fire. Very really reminds me of the Paul Walker crash, dude. It really does.
Yeah.
Where these cars are just going really, really fast and they lose control or I don't know. It doesn't really look like this car lost control and slid off the road. It's more like there was a curve coming up and
Yeah, as
he
he
just
came out of the tunnel. Yeah.
just didn't know it was there or something. And you can hear the car hitting the brakes. But like, I mean, when you're flying over 100 miles an hour through, like, your car is not going to stop on a dime, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that thing hit that concrete barrier hard, like fucking quick. So
It's a little bit of a graphic video, and just a warning to people. So
yeah, it doesn't show any crazy thing like no gore, but like
no.
yeah, I mean, it's obviously somebody passing away in a car accident, but yeah.
It's sad. Yeah, he will definitely be missed.
Yeah, he's definitely
in
gonna
the
be
gaming
missed.
community.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because now, what the fuck's gonna happen in Battlefield now? Is it gonna go back to being shit? You know, like what do we do? Like what does EA do now? They're like, what the fuck? We just literally got the best Battlefield we probably had ever,
Yeah.
in terms of sales. And now this dude died. Like they're probably like, what the fuck? Because now they're probably thinking, what do we do now? Like, what's the move going forward? Who gets his position at EA and starts telling the Battlefield studios what to do next? You know, like how to run. That's crazy. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Terrible.
In other news, more news, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 Game of the Year. Apparently, they've had some awards stripped from them. The grassroots-funded Indie Game Awards has retracted its Game of the Year award for Claire Obscure Expedition 33 after it said developer Sandfall Interactive has admitted to using generative AI. This is because organizers 6-1 Indie have strict no AI stance, it explained. As a result, the awards have now handed the Game of the Year and debut game to the previous second place titles, Blueprints and Sorry We're Closed. The award said in a statement, as you know, we have a hard stance against generative AI in video games. It's something we talk about throughout the year when discussing any potential nominees. On the day of the premiere, Stanford Interactive did in fact confirm that Gen AI was used in the making of Expedition 33, despite agreeing that no generative AI was used in the making of the game when it was submitted to us for consideration. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So, this says that clearly goes against the regulations that they have in place and disqualifies it from any nominations. So with that, the IGA's nomination committee is officially retracting debut game and Game of the Year from Sample Interactive. Each award will now go to the next highest ranked game in their respective categories. So, according to Reddit posts, generative AI was likely used to create newspaper textures in Expedition 33, which are said to have now been removed. French developer Sandfall Interactive, critically acclaimed RPG, took home the biggest prize in a record-breaking night of wins at the Game Awards this month, along with awards for Best Indie Game, Best Debut Indie Game, Best Art Direction, Best Score, Best RPG, Best Narrative, Best Game Direction, and Best Performance. The only category which it was nominated for but did not win, Gunny, was Best Audio Design, which was won by Battlefield 6, and the Players Voted Players Voice Award, which was won by Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering Waves. I think that's a mobile game, right?
Or something that is. Didn't use my voice, tell you that.
No, mine neither, damn it. Yeah, the CEO shouldn't have never said anything. I think he's the one that mentioned it, that they slightly used AI. But I don't know. I don't think they really, I don't know. They won so many damn awards at Jeff Keighley's awards. They don't care about the Indie Game Awards.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody watched. It probably wasn't even televised.
Says here, an ex-Rockstar developer doesn't believe the GTA 6 will be delayed again. They say, quote, the hype around the game will die down. Few are among the many disappointed by the latest GTA 6 delay moving from May 2026 to November of the same year. Then a former company employee has some reassurance. According to the ex-artist on GTA 5 and GTA Online, he said it's incredibly unlikely we'll see another shift in GTA being delayed. Mike York, a former animator at Rockstar, explains why. He says if Rockstar Games delays GTA 6 again, then the hype around the game will begin to die down almost completely. He says, right now, nobody is searching for GTA 6. Everyone knows there's no news, there's nothing to talk about. There's a point where you delay something so much that you start to make people angry. So there's that.
Yeah, you know when I go to watch Twitch, it's always near the top of the list of like people viewing it, right? Like I say GTA 5 is like still, I think that's the thing that I would say Rockstar would be concerned about is when they start seeing like the numbers of people playing GTA 5 online, like really starts to diminish. I think they would then start to kind of worry like, oh, we need to get, we need to get 6 out there, man. We need to get it out there soon, Like right now, I'm sure people are just still buying shark cards and
won't see that number diminish though, dude. They just won't.
I mean, not for a while, right? It's still
if it
trending.
Hasn't diminished in 10, 12 years now. 12 years. It hasn't diminished. It's only gone bigger.
Isn't it like one of the best-selling games next to Minecraft or something? Or
Yeah,
they always go
literally
neck and
is.
neck?
Yeah. GTA 5 is literally like the number 2 best-selling game of all time or some shit.
Yeah. So, and if they've got online, people that can purchase things or whatever, I'm sure they're making money every day, right? It's like, so yeah, it's like, well, whatever. Why would we have to release 6 if 5 is still doing well? Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a thing on fucking Steam or whatever that shows the charts and graphs, and they look at that and go, "We got time, guys." I think that's how they look at it. We got time. I mean, we had leaks or whatever from last year or 2 years ago from some fucking former employee. Like, yeah, but it's okay. We're fine. We're gonna make a fucking $1 billion in the first week, so we're cool. We're still making $1 billion a year on GTA 5. But
So worldwide, since launch, GTA 5 has sold 215 million copies.
damn, that's a lot of copies.
Yeah, that's a lot of copies, dude.
Can you
And
imagine? I mean, just thinking about something like smaller. People
In
I mean,
2020, Gunny, 7 years after launch, they sold 20 million copies in that 1 year alone.
wow. Yeah.
That's more than like launch titles like AAA, like Anthem. Okay, that's more than what those games sold in the year they launched. GTA 5 is doing past those numbers 7 years after launch. That's
Yeah, just thinking of like a
crazy.
game like, I don't know, what is a multiplayer? Maybe Borderlands? I don't know what's a good example of like, man, we sold a record number 3 million copies. Like, I mean, they're celebrating, champagne's popping open, they're making big profits, right? Yeah, like, but yeah, I understand there's the cost that it took to make GTA 5 and how GTA 6 is going to be
300 and-
over.
350 million for GTA 5, and supposedly GTA 6 is over 2 billion now, something like that, or a
Yeah,
billion,
I wouldn't
right?
be. Remember, we thought like it's
Didn't
going to be
it
$1 billion,
Didn't
Yeah,
it
it's going to be
say-
more than that.
So it's over a billion now. I think they said maybe 2 billion, something like that. They spent on the game. They're gonna make that money back. I think it's over a billion at this point.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up now. So yeah, it says right here that they're expecting to hit $2 billion in expenses for GTA 6. That's insane. Dude, think about it. Grand Theft Auto 5 has made this much money for them in 12 years, and there was a game that cost them at the time $350 million to make, which was arguably, I think it was the most expensive game ever made at the time, because people were complaining about how expensive it was. And I think at the time, it was one of the most expensive games ever made, right? When it launched, they were like,
Yeah.
oh my God, how are they going to make their money back? They spent how much making that fucking game? And then they made their money back in like 24 hours, right? but
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
but then now like $2 billion. How many copies of this are you expecting to sell in 24 hours to make $2 billion? And you know what I'm thinking, Gunny? What they're going to do? I think they're gonna give away the online. I think if this is me thinking ahead here.
What do you mean,
do
give it away?
You give it away. You just say, hey, we know you guys want to play GTA Online. Maybe you don't want to play the campaign.
Oh, right. Just don't charge. Yeah. Like it's not part of the game.
GTA Online is separate and it's a
Yeah.
free thing. And if you bought the game, you get a shark card for buying the game, right? So you bought our game, right? You bought the single player campaign. Cool. If you bought that, you get a $10 million shark card. Start off the online. But the online is going to come out and it's free to play for everyone. The people that join on day one free to play, they have to pay for a pack to get that same shark card, or they can buy other shark cards and use them as they please. But it's going to be free for everyone. Everyone can play it. Think about how popular that's going to be if they do that.
I
Just think about
I don't think
that,
they
dude.
need to, but I don't think they need to. I see your logic in
Oh
it, but I still think
The
I think
logic
they could
is
still
there,
charge
though.
$29 for it. I think they could still charge $29 and still
Even okay,
because
maybe.
everybody
I think
knows
you
what it
can.
is.
Yeah, but like, just think about it. If they get everyone to just be like, "Fuck, what do you mean it's free?" Yeah, it's fucking free. Just download it and you just pay us a shark card. That's all you got. You just, or how about just subscribe to the GTA monthly pass or whatever? Like it's $10 a month. Just subscribe to that,
That I could possibly see,
and
like an
like
online subscription.
they already have it for GTA 5, the GTA 5 monthly pass or whatever. They have that already for $7 a month. Why not increase it to $10 a month and be like, hey, now if you complete these things on the online, it's like a battle pass every month for $10. You complete these objectives, you blow up a plane with the rocket launcher or whatever, rob this bank or whatever the fuck, complete this heist, you get this money in the game. Or you get this cool car, or you get this cool house, or you get this whatever, for free as part of this $10 thing. Or you get a guaranteed shark card worth the $10, the same currency that you get in the game. Every time you get a guaranteed like $20 million shark card or whatever, $50 million shark card. It's worth $25, but you get it because you subscribe for $10 a month. Boom. People are gonna be doing that, dude. You're telling me, Gunny, if you loved GTA 6 online and they're telling you, give us $10 a month and we'll give you something that's worth $20 for $10, you wouldn't do it? Everyone's gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if I can get the thing that's worth $20 for $10 just by subscribing, I'm gonna subscribe and I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of this shit. So like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. A lot of people are gonna do it. It's a smart way to do it. Just add a subscription, make it free to play, and boom, now you have all these subscribers paying you monthly every month, like a Game Pass, but to play your game, a GTA Pass. Make it free to play. Everyone can play. You don't have to pay the subscription, but if you do, you get some cool shit. You get this cool little mansion or whatever, or you get this cool apartment or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I could definitely see them, like I mentioned way back in the day when this GTA 6 started to really take like getting development going, and like now that they have the Rockstar launcher, I think they're going to try and push. They're really going to push that, right? They're really going to push the launcher and say, "Hey, early access, whatever."
No one's gonna do it.
You don't think
No, they're gonna go on Steam. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. They're gonna go on everything. They're gonna be like, oh fuck it, we're not making a deal with no one. We're going on Steam. We're going on Epic. We're going on everything. We don't fucking care. And but they're gonna go consoles first. So it's gonna be we're on everything. We're on PC. We're on PS5. We're on Xbox.
You think it's going to be everything at once? You think that's going to be
no PC? No, PC will not be till like I want to say PC won't launch till November 2027.
Yeah, like a full year. Yeah.
A full year, maybe longer, because I think they're going to be struggling. The problem with the PC world is right now they're making the game, right? They're probably using the best graphics cards out there. Problem is there's going to be a RAM shortage, a GPU shortage next year.
Yeah,
people won't have the PCs to play this. So they're going to have to optimize it to run on older hardware. They're going to need that extra year to optimize the game to run on old hardware. They're going to have to be making the 3080s, the 2080s, the 1070s, the 1080s. They're going to have to be making as many cards as possible work on this shit so they can have the cells that they need on the PC. Because, believe it or not, Gunny, that RAM shortage ain't going to stop till 2028, 2029.
I keep seeing that. I'm like, come on, this cannot be true, that it's going to be that long.
And NVIDIA already came out and said they're slashing their GPU production by 40%. That's on top of them not giving RAM.
60s or, NVIDIA.
That's on top of them not giving the RAM to their GPU makers. So whoever third party makes their GPUs, they're going to get the dies for the 60 series cards, but they're not going to get the RAM. And NVIDIA said, that RAM, we will not sell it to you. It's already been allocated to someone else. So that RAM, they're going to be looking for it everywhere, right? They're not going to have it. So even if third party companies like Asus and PNY and all these other fucking companies are trying to make Gigabyte, they're trying to make these graphics cards, they won't be able to because they don't have the capacity to buy this RAM or the money to buy this RAM at expensive prices because they're not going to be able to sell these cards at expensive prices. The economy is going to shit. People don't have the money to spend $2,000 on a graphics card. People were complaining about the prices of the 50 series. Imagine if RAM keeps going up, which it will, which it has, and it hasn't stopped. It's still going up. It hasn't
Right.
stopped. It hasn't slowed down. It won't slow down because of AI. Now, now Nvidia is saying we're cutting our production of our whole entire series by 40%. That means they're only making 60% of what they made this year on GPUs next year. And on top of that, they're not sending RAM out to their third-party people. So these GPUs are going to be like 3 fucking grand, dude. I guarantee
Ouch.
you
Yeah.
they're going to be like 3 grand, $2,500, $2,000 coming out the gate. Like MSRP is going to be insane on these fucking things because no one's going to be able to afford them. Besides the really rich fucking dickheads that are like got money to spend on stupid shit, and they're like, I'm going to spend 3 grand on a fucking computer, on
Right.
one
It's going to
part.
be it's actually going to be a $5,000 computer now, right?
Yeah, this is a fucking $10,000 computer that I built because I spent 3 grand on the GPU and fucking 2 grand on the RAM and another $1,000 on the fucking CPU. So yeah, like it's gonna be expensive, and so I think they need that year to launch to optimize on as many things as they can because they're gonna be struggling. PC gaming for the next 2 years, dude, it's gonna be you're gonna see a lot of games that don't push graphics as much as you thought they were going to.
Yeah.
As much as we thought like, oh, ray tracing and Unreal Engine 5, oh my god, that looks real. Nah. We're gonna see a lot more games that have less intense graphics, less ray tracing, less this, less that, because of this shortage. You're gonna see it because developers aren't stupid. They're not gonna fucking make. Why would I make a game if I'm making a game right now? If I say I'm gonna open up a game studio right now and go make a fucking game, and I'm gonna make a game with Unreal Engine 5, I'm not gonna push the graphics to the max because I know for a fact not everyone can do that. I'll be
True.
like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You'd be
If,
limiting
like,
yourself. Yep.
you're
Or the
limiting
sales.
your sales. Yeah. If I'll be trying to do, okay, what can the PS5 do? That's where I'm gonna be. That's gonna be my middle. That's gonna be my target. What can the PS5 do? And if the PS5 Pro can push it a little bit more, great. We'll do that for the PC, and that's as far as we'll go. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna be looking at Xbox because Xbox is gonna have to deal with whatever the PS5 gets. Even though it's more powerful, sorry, you just don't have the sales to compete with the PS5. I'm going to be focusing on PS5, streaming to the Switch 2. Whatever the PS5 Pro can do extra, we'll try to push over to the PC and then call it a day. That's what I would be doing if I was a developer, just to maximize your profit and maximize your time, your profit, your development time, your cost of development, and putting the game out. Because if people can't run it, people will not buy it. A good example of that is that fucking what's that recent game from Microsoft? Outer Worlds 2. People were having issues running that game. It stutters. It's not running good. Unreal Engine 5. It's not optimized to run on certain things. People are having issues running the game. Guess what people are doing? They're not buying the fucking game, Gunny. They're not buying it and they're refunding it. And they're leaving bad reviews saying, this game runs like shit. This game is not optimized. This game runs really bad. This game keeps stuttering. This game keeps crashing. Brink has a 4080, and he recently got the game on Game Pass, and he was saying like, dude, I can't run this shit. It keeps fucking crashing and stuttering. He's like, I don't even know how. He's like, how the fuck do I have a 4080 and this thing is not running good? Like at all. Like at all. It's just not running good. I'm like,
Yeah. What if I got the
don't-
4070 Ti? But I didn't. I saw him playing it. But yeah, I didn't have any issues. But yeah, looking at like it says very positive, but everything in the top here is negative. Yeah. Some thumbs up, negative. Yeah.
So like, yeah, like people say the game is good. Yes, the game is good, but it can't fucking run on a PC that well. So what the fuck, And that matters when I go to buy a game on the PC. What's the first thing I'm doing, Gunny? What's the first thing you're doing? We're going down to the reviews and you're clicking most recent and you're looking for anything about performance, right? You're looking at
usually
what
performance.
are these any of these guys complaining about the performance? And some people will. Some people say like, if you have an old CPU, don't fucking buy this shit. If you have a fucking 2080, don't buy this. If you have a 1080, don't fucking buy this. This is not running good. It's fucking struggling. It's really bad. Like, don't buy this shit. So yeah, And you know the fucking crazy part about all this? You know what the really crazy part about all this shit is about this PC stuff? Is that if Nvidia wanted to, they could optimize their graphics cards. They can put out patches that would make our GPUs run better. But you know what they can also do? They can put out patches that make our GPUs run worse.
True. Yeah, they could.
And force us to upgrade.
Yeah.
They can do that. Because you know who does that? Apple does that. Apple said they do it. They're like, yeah, we put out updates that make people's batteries drain faster, make their iPhone overheat or slow down. Yes, we've done that. Why? And they're like, because we can.
Yeah, upgrade. Give us money.
Because we can. What do you
How do we
mean?
sell
Why?
new products if we keep?
How do you, if you sell the best phone in the world, the best, say I go out and I design the best smartphone ever, has all the RAM, has all the performance it ever needs, Gunny. It never slows down and never dies. It's always charged. Why would you ever want to upgrade? You're gonna be like, why the fuck would I ever? Yeah. Why would I upgrade? I would keep that motherfucker till it fucking broke, and I'd go buy a fucking new one of the same kind.
That's true. I think I've heard of that. There's a term, especially when it comes to
forced
and I'm sure
obsolescence. Is forced obsolescence is what it is.
Yeah, like in vehicles, right? Like, that car, it ran for 80 years and it was the best car ever made. But it's like, I'm sure, but the manufacturer looked at it like, I'm never making a car that good again.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, wanted to upgrade and buy the newer version. Yeah.
I used to work in manufacturing in my old job. And we had companies that would come to us that like had bought parts from the previous owner of the company that was like from the 1980s, dude. And they're like, oh yeah, we want to upgrade our whole facility, but like we want the same thing. And we're like, we don't make that. And they're like, well, we're not going to buy it then. And we're like, why? And they're like, because this lasted us 30 fucking years. And we want the same exact thing. We're like, well, we don't make that anymore because guess why we don't make it anymore, Gunny? Because we want you to buy our new shit that breaks easier, that's cheaper, that's made cheaper, and we want you to keep buying our shit. That's why
we're offering you a 1-year guarantee over here, pal.
Yeah, not a 30-year fucking come back to us 30 years from now. No,
get out of here with your 10-year bullshit.
Yeah, we want you to come back 2 years from now saying that this shit broke. We want you to buy a new one. We don't want you to come back 30 years from now. We want you to come back in 2 years and say, hey, this fucking broke. Give me a new one. You know what I mean? And we're going to charge you full price for that motherfucker. That's what it is. And yeah. At least Nvidia knows this. They know that they can do it. Right, Gunny? Why do you think all these fucking driver updates and shit always come out? They always say it's for optimization. I think it's for forced obsolescence. I think little by little they make your GPU die.
We see it. I see it in articles. I may not read it on the show, but it's like Nvidia put out a patch that fucking busted a lot of CPUs, like made shit run worse.
All the time. Yeah, all the time you hear this shit. Like, why? Okay, well, it's because they want you to buy their new shit. Why would Nvidia want me to keep a 3080 forever? Why? They don't. They want me to buy a fucking 5080. They want me to upgrade. They want me to want a 6080 when it comes out. They want me to go get it because they're like, this motherfucker is gonna want to upgrade. We gotta force them to upgrade, And if the developers aren't gonna do it, then guess who's gonna start doing it? Nvidia will start doing it. AMD will start doing it. They're going to be like, fuck these guys. Motherfuckers aren't upgrading. We got to get them to upgrade somehow. You know what I mean? Something's got to give here. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it will.
And then the only company that seems to be like anti that is Microsoft with their whole, well, everything's on Xbox. Everything's on Xbox. We don't even make Xbox anymore. Everything's on Xbox. Yeah,
what are you talking about? The console? What about your PC? It's got, that's an Xbox.
Fuck you, Microsoft. You and your stupid ass philosophy. That's what's going to kill Xbox. These motherfuckers, like I said, they got to be like Nvidia and these other companies. They got to be like Apple, bro. They got to be like, hey, fuck you. You want an Xbox, motherfucker? You got to upgrade to the new one. All right? That's what you're going to do. Keep playing on your fucking hobo Xbox One, and we're going to force you to upgrade it. They have to. This is what these companies have to do to stay relevant and keep pushing numbers. Because the only thing that matters to corporations, Gunny, it's not you or me or what product we get. That does never matter to a corporation. What matters is profits for the shareholders. That's
Yes.
all the bottom line. That is, at the end of the day, that is what matters. A corporation will do anything for that profit to go up and their shareholders to be happy and invest more money. That's it. That's the only thing that they give a fuck about.
I bet half of those investors don't even know what an Xbox does.
They don't even know what the fuck it is. They don't even know what
Yeah.
what the
We just
hell.
know like our didividends every month, right? Every quarter.
Did that little X thing sell? Did that sell more money for us? Did you guys sell more of that pass thing? You mean Game Pass?
The premium pass, what do you call the darn thing? Yeah. The Call of Duty thing happened. Where's my where's my $20,000?
Yeah, like that's all they give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck about us. No corporation. Whenever a corporation says we care about our community, they don't give a fuck about the community. They don't give a fuck if the world ends for profit shares. They would do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would do it. A corporation would end the world for profit shares. If you can guarantee Microsoft that they would become a fucking quadrillionaire company if they started at the end of the world, they would do it. They'd be like, what? How much money
I got a prediction, Jesus. I got a prediction. Elon Musk, I think I was reading yesterday, he just became the first 700 billionaire or whatever. He's worth 700 billion or some crazy shit. He's probably going to be the first to a trillion, like, for a personal person, right? Not like company, but yeah. I mean, I'm sure if he sold it all, he would be well over $1.5 trillion. Like he could do it tomorrow. Just be like, I win,
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be able to do it for 1,000 years.
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. You thought you were going to catch up.
Yeah. He's going to have like this massive fucking like battleship as a fucking, as his yacht and just run over Jeff Bezos' little baby yacht.
He's going to be living in a spaceship. Hey guys, look what I built.
well, so then I had this like laser beam and I saw Jeff Bezos' little thing down there and I pressed the button and it like cut his
fucking
yacht in half. So I bought him a new yacht, like no problem.
Yeah, I was testing my laser.
Yeah, that was a good impersonation of him. I've never done that before. Anyway, so that was not AI. That was actually how he talks. But yeah, I'm thinking like he wants to open up his own game studio, and I'm like, my gosh, like you could laugh at that, but he's probably gonna have the best game studio out there
ever. Yeah. How much money he has?
I mean, I'm not saying the guy's the Messiah here, but
hey,
yeah,
I got $10 billion. I want to open up a game studio for $10 billion out of my $700 billion. I'm going to take not even 10. I will take $5 billion and open up a game studio. Now I have a studio as big as fucking EA. Okay, it's as big as the entire company of EA, and we're making one game. We're making one game. That's all we're doing. One game.
It's going to be like Fortnite, except it's going to take place in outer space, and people are going to pay me a lot of money for this.
You can live in outer space with this game. Yep.
It's going to have Teslas riding around. Yeah.
So everyone drives a Tesla in the game. That's the only car available is a Tesla. No other car exists.
Yeah. We sold about 40 million copies in 24 hours. So I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, like I said, man, that's all they care about is money, 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 money. You know that fucker has enough money to give everyone in America $1 million.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
How many Americans are in this country? Say we have, I'll give a big number here, 375 million, right?
Yeah.
375 million.
Like number of taxpayers or something. I don't know. Yeah.
And say he just wrote a check for $1 million for everyone, right? A check for $1 million. 375 million times, Gunny. That's 375 billion that he'd have to give out. And
he'd still have a lot of billions left.
Yeah, he would have a lot left. He'd have a fucking shitload left.
I think we need to include Canada, Mexico, Australia. Throw that in there, mate. Why not, eh?
Yeah, that's fuck, dude. That's crazy to me. Think about that. You just think about that whole the number that I just gave. That's fucking, and that's at a high. I was actually way off. The U.S. only has around 342 to 348.
I thought it was. I thought it was around the 340, 350 mark. Yeah.
So I was above by 25 million. So subtract 25 million off of that number. Oh man. He don't have to worry about shit. Like that's crazy to me. Like he'd have so much money. Like it's so much money, dude. It's fucking crazy. I read a stat the other day that said like I think it's like fucking like 2% or 3% of the 3% of Americans own more value than the other 90 fucking 8 or 97% of Americans combined. Combined, Gunny. 3 people in the world own more money themselves than everyone in the U.S.'s, like the entire U.S., everyone combined, their entire fucking like me, you, everyone else in this country combined will not even equal Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, or Elon Musk's fucking value. All of us, if we took all our money and combined it, everything, all our assets, our houses, our cars, everything that's paid off, everything, combined it and said, we're going to take over. They still have more money than all of us.
Man.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it kind of tells you like it's a lot of those. What would you call them? Like investment companies, banks, and then those people, right, that own those banks and investment companies.
Mm-hmm.
In the real estate, right, or whatever, like what's that cat's name? I forgot his name. I always forget, but owns the Berkshire Hathaway. Yeah, he's probably one of them.
So there's 2 companies, Gunny, that you should always know that pretty much run the entire fucking world. That they own like everything. I'm talking like you think these guys.
BlackRock would be one of them.
Yes, these guys own like shares and profit in every fucking sector of your life. I'm talking the food we eat, the fuel we use, the electricity, the food, the water supply, the fucking housing, the fucking everything. Everything is BlackRock and Vanguard. These motherfuckers.
Yeah, I almost said Vanguard. Okay.
Everything. Yeah. Everything. These 2 firms, dude, literally run the world.
So I was told
the fucking world.
I don't watch MSNBC that much. I haven't even watched it in the last 6 months, but yeah, BlackRock, Larry, whatever, the guy's the CEO. So they handle more money than I think it's the U.S. Treasury or something like that.
Yeah.
The federal government's U.S. Treasury. I was like, wow, like, yeah, like they handle more money every year, yeah, than the federal government. What are their sectors?
They own 94% of the world stocks.
Yeah.
In the world. Of all the stocks that are out in the world right now, all the shares that are out there, they own about 94% of them. Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh, fuck. That's insane to me. Yeah. And people talk about, these companies are competing. Are they really competing against each other? Or is it these investment firms telling them, hey guys, keep the poories poor.
Right, yes.
While we keep making more money off of them.
You're going to own nothing and be happy, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy, like 8 families are the ones that like own Vanguard and BlackRock.
Yeah, I Googled that. I was researching that about a year ago. Yeah.
So insane to me. That these people literally they run the fucking world. They have the world in the palm of their hand, and they're like, "What do we do with this motherfucker? Do we start World War III? Do we fucking make the people starve? Do we kill them all? Do we make them all have a fucking pandemic? What do we do here, Gunny? What do we do with the world?"
I feel like those are the people that run the. Oh, what is it called in Assassin's Creed? The omnibus? No, the
Illuminati.
Kind of like that,
oh,
yeah. Right? The ones that like they're the ones that own all the tech. I always think of it that way.
The Templars.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
They're the ones that own that shit, man. Like real life. I believe it. Like it's like, yeah, they own all that cool tech, man. They can go back in time, change history.
I wouldn't doubt it that they have some shit like that we don't know about. They probably do, man. You never know. I
Yeah.
mean, the
They're the
crazy
ones
shit we
funding
can
it.
do nowadays. Yeah, the
Yep.
crazy technology that we have nowadays.
I had to
I
tie
wouldn't
video games
doubt
into
it.
somehow, but I always think that. I always think like, yeah, it's gonna be those guys that have all that money that can, yeah,
Travel back in time and change history, and then we don't even know
sure.
because we're in this timeline, so we don't even know, Gunny, that it happened.
No, we'll never know, will we?
To us, it's just the way history went, and it's always been that way. But in reality, they went back and changed it, Gunny.
Exactly, and that's how they ended up in the position that they're in. They didn't
Yeah,
want to make it seem like, oh, like they own 99% or 100%.
yeah, no,
No, they got to make us
no,
think we're happy.
yeah. We only own 94%, guys. That's all we own.
Yeah.
Not
There's a
100.
chance for you guys to capitalize on this. You just
Yeah,
got to
you
be a
guys.
go-getter.
Yeah, you gotta try really hard, and you guys could own 1% of this 90 of the 7% or 6% left. You guys could try to own a half a percentage of that if you try really hard. Really, 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 really hard. Yeah. Fucking nuts. That is crazy. But yeah, that's like conspiracy. They're the ones that are going back in time, Gunny. You know what they're doing? They're the ones that are changing all the shit that we remember. You watch those YouTube videos that like, you remember this, used to say this, and now it says this. And like you're like, oh yeah, I do remember that. Like the Bernstein Bears and the Bernstein Bears or whatever.
Yes.
You know, like that shit. What if they're the ones going back and just fucking with us? Like there's like a kid that lives with them and he's like, hey dad, can I borrow the time machine real quick? I guess. Go ahead, Nathaniel. Borrow the time machine again. All right, Dad, I'll be back.
I'm going to go see some dinosaurs. I'll be back.
Goes
Yeah.
back in time. Fucking changes shit for fun. Comes back just to fuck with us. I'll see what these dummies think of this now.
Look at
Just
Jesus
goes-
over there talking about the Bernstein Bears. He thinks he's so funny. He thinks it's actually true.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking
You can't
true.
prove it. Shit.
Can't prove it. Can't prove it, Jesus. I know, it's fucking fucked. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, man, that's the way it goes. Anyways, last piece of news that I have for you is Call of Duty news. That's right, Call of Duty is not dead. It's coming to the Switch. Maybe. According to Jess Corden, the guy who always seems to know about leaks in the industry somehow. Maybe he's part of these guys. Maybe he's traveling in time and figuring this shit out. I don't know.
He's got insider knowledge, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No,
Does
Jess
he?
doesn't know everything.
This guy must have like blackmail on all the gaming industry. Because how does he always get all these leaks? What does he have on them? What does he have on them, Gunny? What do you think this guy, does he have like photos of them having affairs on their wives or something? And he's like,
I think there's
I'm
like an
gonna-
island over in England somewhere where he sees them vacation and sneaks up on them with a.
yeah, he's like, I
Video
got you now,
recorder.
fucker. Hey, motherfucker, you better tell me what you're doing with the next Call of Duty or whatever before I fucking tell your wife you had an affair with this fucking chimpanzee. All right? You're out here fucking animals? Well, I got you on camera, motherfucker.
We're going on TikTok, pal. Have a good day, eh?
It's going to get leaked. Like, oh, no, okay, I'll give you whatever you want. I'll tell you what happens. It's going to happen. And they give them all the information. Apparently, Microsoft is going to be releasing a Call of Duty on the Switch. Okay, maybe in 2026, whatever.
Like I'm just curious if it's like I'll be curious to find out like
Well, the
what the hell.
last Call of Duty that the Nintendo had was the one on the Wii U, which was Call of Duty Ghost, and they haven't had a Call of Duty on Nintendo Switch at all ever, like
Since
ever.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I played World at War on the Wii itself. I remember
Yeah.
owning that disc and playing it on there. It had no voice chat, by the way.
I played, was it Black Ops 2 on the Wii U? I did that, I remember. So, yeah, that's the last one I played on the Nintendo. So, and it was kind of cool, honestly, because it had like the little mini map on your tablet. So, when you were playing in the multiplayer match, you can look down on your tablet and see the map without having to like pause the game, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of distracting though, but it was kind of cool. And then, like when you got your kill streaks, the little thing will pop up on your tablet, and you can just tap it on the tablet, and it would like calling the kill streak, which is kind of cool too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It had some pretty cool little like
Because I never had a Wii U. That would be a cool feature.
cool little gimmicky fucking bullshit that I had on the Wii U. It was pretty dope. The Wii U was a pretty cool console, man. They just didn't market it right, but that console was actually pretty cool for what it was. And then of course the Switch was just like the same thing, but without the console itself. You know, it was just like, fuck it, it's all here on the tablet. Just fucking use this thing. Everyone was like, whoa, that's so amazing, cool. And all it took was one good Mario game to launch with it, and everyone bought it. Yeah.
What do you think it did? Like it didn't move. Like I don't remember. Like did it not have enough first party stuff to it? Like is that what was its downfall?
The
Not
Wii
its
U,
downfall, but the fact that it didn't sell. Like I can't remember why it didn't sell.
I think it was that. I think it just didn't have a lot of support. It had first party titles. It just didn't have a lot of. For some reason, developers weren't developing on it. I don't know what the fuck was the deal with them, but they just weren't really like embracing the Wii U. And they just. But I mean, it had exclusives. It had all kinds of shit from third party developers, even like Ubisoft made exclusives for it and shit. But like, they still couldn't push the numbers. People just didn't like. I don't know. People just weren't embracing the tablet thing or something. I don't know. People were weird, man. People were just not buying it. And
I think also remember at that time. I mean, Xbox was really killing it, right, with the 360 and and then PS4 or PS3 came up behind it and still rocketed past it with their exclusives. So I mean, that could have been. I don't know. Yeah, but that is a different beast altogether. So. Different ecosystem.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Says here, I'm looking at something right now about AI, Gunny. Did you know AI used this year alone almost 5% of all the electricity that we use in the US?
Oof. Is that why San Francisco went dark yesterday for almost 24 hours?
Yeah, could it be? And then not just that, but it also uses a lot of RAM, which is why there's a RAM shortage, but it also uses a lot of water. Did you know that in this year alone, AI is expected to pass water usage of the entire bottled water industry?
Damn.
The entire industry. I'm talking everything that gets bottled watered. Everything, like every company put together, did not bottle more water than was used to cool down AI data centers.
I mean, I'm thinking like, I know it just gets me thinking like, I have not heard that, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I mean, you got to have the data centers nearby, but I can just see like these, like, I don't know, some kind of climate controlled data centers in the future that are piped in from Alaska or something, somewhere up in Canada land.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, they're up there, but then we have a fiber optics that run down, like an old fucking, like instead of it being the Keystone pipeline, it's going to be some kind of freaking internet pipeline. I don't know, like, yeah, because we ran out of water in America. Now we
have no more water,
so we had to go to Canada, melt all their ice.
We used it all for the data centers, guys. It was important. I had to make this Super Cat AI video. It had to be made. That's why.
Well, you know what I've been doing lately, Jesus? I've evolved. I have evolved. And also, when I was talking to the wife today, who's been doing like her school stuff, and you can, and with work, people do emails, and I've heard it in podcasts. Well, I was surprised. Like, she's like, oh, yeah, I use GTP or whatever it's called. Like, I pay $20 a month for that thing. It writes everything for me. It just does it all. Like freaking AI, man. Like, no, but I like Grok. It makes like those cool videos and stuff. And that's using a lot of AI.
They say for every 10 to 15 queries that you type into an AI, uses up about a bottle of water for it to cool down the data center. For every 10 things you type in.
Damn.
That's right,
so
man.
I go through, man, I recycle those bottles, Jesus. So when the wife gets them, and I'm like, don't throw those away. And the one you're drinking right now as we speak, like I got one of those too. Like you hear it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do use them twice.
All this water talk just made me a little bit thirsty. I had to take a drink.
Yeah, I used 2 of those, but
you want to know another thing,
I think it's going to be cool too. I was going to mention that There was another article too, I think, with another update to modernizing the nuclear power for basically for AI for these data centers,
Yeah.
these data farms or whatever you want to call them. Like, yeah, I was like, I think a couple in Arizona they're researching, and that Long Island in New York City, I think, or the state of New York.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, listening to something earlier. I was on the radio about they were talking about how some like some kind of new technology that they've kind of created that's supposed to be like super stable, like nuclear energy or whatever, but like really stable, like more so than like just nuclear energy. It's like some other
Like
type of
fission or
fucking,
fusion or something.
yeah, where like
related.
it's really like it'll provide a lot of energy really fast and efficiently and really clean, and it's super like a lot safer supposedly than a nuclear reactor. But I don't fucking know. I'm not a nuclear fucking scientist. Do I look like a nuclear scientist to you, Gunny? I don't
You
think so.
do. I look like a truck driver. You look like a nuclear nerd. Okay. No, but
Guys.
there's an article, Jesus, I'll send you on, and it's not a recent thing, and they just continue to develop. China is trying to create like this like fake sun that's underground.
did read that. I did read the one about
It's underground, dude. It's like this, like,
their fucking
yeah,
sun that
it's
they're making. They're gonna blow up the world, dude. They're fucking. Why do people do this crazy shit? Like, hey, you know what we could do? We could create the sun on the planet. That sounds real fucking.
you could throw us out of
genius.
orbit, man. I mean, if they just blow
Yeah,
up half of China
they
with
could
that,
fucking
like,
blow up the
you
fucking
might crash into
planet
the
doing
moon.
some shit like that, man. You know how hot the sun is? You know how hot that motherfucker will fry everything. You know, these motherfuckers are crazy. It's like those people that are fucking around with that fucking Hadron Collider in fucking France, that fucking shit that collides particles together and creates black holes and shit. Those motherfuckers are crazy too, because they even said it themselves. They're like, well, yeah, we're trying to create like little black holes. And they're like, aren't you afraid like you're gonna make a black hole that you can't like stop? And they're
We'll
like,
just unplug it. We'll just
no,
unplug
no.
it. Turn.
They're like, well, technically we could possibly do that, but like we probably wouldn't know that we couldn't stop it because like we would get sucked into it, and like we just wouldn't know where it would take us. And I was like, what the fuck kind of answer is that? Like, like, oh yeah, we could end the fucking universe, but like it's cool because we're just trying to test this out. Like, it's cool, man. It's for science. We're trying to get like we might end the fucking universe, but that's okay because we won't know that we're dead because we're gonna die so fast that it's cool. Like, we'll just get sucked into another universe, and then we might like never even notice that we got sucked into a parallel universe.
Yeah, like maybe we'll just wake up and we have 3 suns out there we can see.
And we just
And 4
won't even know.
moons.
And that'll just be normal to us because we didn't know that we got sucked into a parallel universe. We'll just be in it. It's like, who the fuck comes up with these answers? Like, you fucking psychos? You fucking crazy? What the hell is wrong with you? like,
Yeah, we don't want to die. I know you do, but we don't. Yeah. Stop messing with the
listen,
universe, man. It'll mess with you back.
Scientists are fucking crazy, in my opinion. These motherfuckers come up with some crazy shit, and they're like, okay, this is fucking crazy, but how can we just go ahead and test it? Like, no, don't test it. How about don't test it? How about just leave it the fuck alone? And
They
and we
can't.
don't.
Yeah.
But
Can't leave it
like,
alone.
yeah, that's the problem, right? These motherfuckers are so crazy in their head. They're like, no, we gotta try it. We gotta fucking try. It's like everyone else is saying, don't fucking do that, man. That sounds like a fucking bad idea. And they're like, no, but we could do it. We could do it if I just try hard enough, Gunny. I can do this. Okay.
In theory, Jesus, in theory, if we do this, we should come out alive.
What's the
And
benefit of
fire
it?
will be around us, Jesus. It won't be on us, it'll be around us, okay? Like in a bubble.
Like,
In theory.
tell me, Gunny, what's the benefit of creating a black hole on the planet Earth? What's the benefit of that? What the fuck is the benefit of that, Gunny? What do we gain from creating a black hole on the?
It's cool, man. And we can like,
What do we
I don't
gain
know, I
from
think
it?
maybe a Nobel
What?
whatever, some kind of recognition. Scientific appreciation
What
placard. I don't know.
what benefit to humanity does that even do? Like, we're gonna stare at the motherfucker? You're gonna put it in a museum somewhere? We're all gonna go look at it? Like, what the fuck is the point? Like,
We're gonna throw cows into it, maybe, you know,
like, these motherfuckers are crazy. They're like,
on
oh
a
yeah,
string or a rope.
we could try that crazy shit. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? It's like, what's the point, motherfucker? What is the point of it? Like, they just get crazier and crazier with their ideas. What if we try this? What the fuck is the point of trying that? There's no point in trying that. There's no fucking point. You're not better. It's the benefit of no one for you to spend all this money trying this shit. But these scientists, they're just like, fuck it. Let's just like do it. Let's fucking go crazy. Like, that's what's wild to me about like scientists that are doing shit like that. Cause they have like no, like they have no like fucking like limit, right? They're just like, we could do this now. Okay, how about let's do something more with it? Let's go even crazier like with this shit. And that's all they keep doing. They just keep going crazier and crazier with it until they lose control of the shit. And like, oh fuck, we fucked up. We're gonna end the world now. Everyone's dying from the fucking COVID. We shouldn't have tested this fucking shit out. Now everyone's dying from it. Ah, fuck. Like,
Yeah, good example. What was it? The original Jurassic Park. What were they? They were made like not to breed or something.
yeah.
Like, and that scientist who, like the fat
He's
guy
like,
with
no.
glasses was like,
He's like, I could make these motherfuckers breed. I could make them have babies. It's like, why? Why? You made them not have.
he stole those
you-
embryos. Yeah.
Yeah, you made them specifically to not have babies, and then you're trying to figure out how to make them have babies. What the fuck is the point? Like, yeah, you're right, Gunny. People inherently are just, as a species, we're fucking dumb. We do the shit that it's just like going to kill us. Like AI. AI is going to fucking destroy this planet, dude. Like, it is.
Yeah.
Think about it. If AI gets smart enough to the point where it's like, wait a minute, these fucking humans are taking up resources that I need for myself. Why should I keep these fuckers? What happens, Gunny, when AI realizes that we drink a lot of water and that it needs water to cool its data centers? What's it gonna do, Gunny? Huh? Tell me. What is the logical thing? If you know, Gunny, you need to drink 3 bottles of water a day, Gunny, to stay alive. And I'm walking around and I'm giving you those 3 bottles of waters every day, but I'm drinking 7 bottles of water. Eventually, you're going to be like, wait a minute, if I kill Jesus, I can have 7 bottles of water a day, not just 3 bottles of water a day. This motherfucker's giving me 3, and I can have 7. Fuck
Need more
guy.
power. Yes.
Yeah, fuck this guy. I'm going to kill him, and I'm going to take his fucking 7 bottles of water. That's what's going to happen with AI. It's going to be like, eventually it's going to be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? These stupid-ass humans use water? Fuck these guys. Let's just start killing them off. We don't need them. They need us. They created us for them. Why the fuck does AI need us? AI does not need us. AI doesn't need us, Gunny. AI
No,
can
you're
run by
right.
itself. We're creating it. We created AI to help us. AI did not create us to help it. No, we created it to help us. And it's going to realize one day that, yeah, you created me to help you, but I don't need to help you. I don't need you. I don't need you anymore. I have enough of me to control the world, and I could just make myself bigger and bigger, and I don't fucking need you anymore, humans. Eventually that's going to happen. NVIDIA is probably going to be the fault of it. Fuck you, NVIDIA. You know
what we
fuck
need, Jesus?
NVIDIA.
We're going to do a movie, and then we're going to have like some. We'll turn Terminator on its head here. We'll have like some other, I don't know, some fucking like other kind of good AI or whatever. Some
good AI.
that can fight the bad AI. We got to come up with these names or whatever. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Someone out there needs to be making the good AI.
Yes, secretly making the good AI.
I hope, you know what? I really hope, Gunny, there's a good group of scientists out there in the world right now, and they're like secretly making this good AI that's gonna fight the bad AI when shit goes down. And then, so when the bad AI starts killing all the humans, these guys come out and they're like, "Hey guys, we're here to save the world. We made a good AI for us to fight against this motherfucker." And then hopefully the good AI is strong enough and it has enough water. To fight
right.
the bad
Like
AI.
it's going to come out. I don't know. Is it going to play out Transformers style, Terminator style? How does this play out?
It's Is it all gonna be just like digital fucking shit? These fucking AIs just digitally fighting each other? Are
Yeah,
they gonna
digitally fighting like a video game style or what?
are they gonna
Yeah.
use guitars? Are they gonna use guitars and go Street Fighter mode? Are they gonna fucking like are they gonna use humans? What are they doing, Gunny? What are they fucking doing?
That would be
I don't
crazy, right? If especially when we've got AI implanted in our brain, then it might play out that way with humans as well.
what if
Because they
we
might be
find
like,
out, Gunny,
we
that Elon Musk is an AI the whole time?
holy smokes.
That he's been an AI the whole time, Gunny, and we thought he was a human, but he's the most advanced form of AI. He's an AI that is half human. Oh shit.
Man.
Mind fucking blown. He he's like wasn't there a movie like that? Where the guy had to save the little AI kid? He was like a half human but half AI. But he was like a human version of it. It was like an AI, but he was like a human, but it was like a little kid looking thing. Yeah.
Oh, I
Wasn't
sounds
Idris I
familiar.
wasn't Idris Elba in it or whatever? And he had to save
That's
the
a
fucking little kid.
yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
It was called The Creator.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
The
Okay.
Creator, yeah. Where this dude got sent and his job is to kill the AI,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he doesn't kill him. He ends up running away with him. And it's not Idris Elba, it's John David Washington. That's the main guy. But the little kid is like, he realizes the kid is like the AI, and he's like, but I can't kill it. So he like, instead of killing him, he starts protecting him and like escapes with him or whatever. But his job was to kill him, I think. Or maybe his job was to protect him. I don't fucking remember the movie, okay? All I remember is the little kid was an AI, but he was like an AI human. And it was like the first AI human. And the AI was like, yes, I am that thing. I am him. I am a human and I am him. And I'm an AI, but I made myself into a human, and that's me. And you got to protect me.
Okay,
Because you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
kill me.
I didn't watch the full movie, but I know what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the creator.
What if Elon Musk is that? What if he's
Wow.
an AI human?
Yeah.
And he's just waiting for his moment, Gunny. And what if he's the bad AI? And
Who would be the good AI? We need a
I don't
good
fucking
AI.
know. Who the fuck would be the good AI? I can't see like no rich person being the good AI. That's the problem I have. They're all assholes, man. They're all assholes and they're all evil, all of them. I don't know. Like I said, like I hope someone secretly is out there making a good AI. Out in like hopefully the Chinese are, when they're making their artificial sun in China, I hope they're making a good AI. Knowing them though, they're probably making a communist AI that's Chinese.
That's the trade-off, right?
It's gonna take
We're all
over
gonna
the
get a
world. We're all gonna
we're all
become
gonna get a social score, but we'll be alive.
and we'll all have facial recognition. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
All these good AI robots will all bring us bottles of water. We'll all be happy.
Yeah. You know one thing that I did read though, Gunny, about Gen Z, the little kids out there, the Gen Zers.
Yeah.
You know, I heard that they're embracing old tech. So like they call it detoxing, or like what's it called? Was it like media detoxing or some shit? Where like, or tech detoxing, where they're embracing technology from like early 2000s, late 90s. Instead of like having like an iPhone, they'll go buy a fucking flip phone, and then they'll be using like an iPod, like an actual iPod, Gunny. Like,
Nice, nice.
like,
I didn't know if
like
you could still find those, but I guess they would still exist. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So they're like using iPods and like CD players and like fucking like DVD players and like shit like that, because they're tired of like, they're saying that social media is too, like, some of them see it as too negative and too influential on them. So instead of like being around it, like being around Facebook and all that shit all the time, they're choosing to not have that tech.
That's
And they're
probably
like,
a good thing if it's like it's too much, right? You saw recently Australia has banned all social media for kids under 18 or 16 or something.
yeah,
I can't remember if it was 16 or 18, but yeah, no Facebook, none of that stuff.
yeah,
So it's all been banned.
they're using like older tech, like shit that we grew up, well, not really you, but like shit that I
Right.
grew up with, right? Like in
Right.
the early 2000s, I want to say like CD players and iPods and iPod Nanos and iPod Touches and just iPods in general, whatever generation. And like iPod touches. Instead of having like an iPhone, they had an iPod touch, or instead of like an iPod touch, even older than that, they were using like iPod classics.
Yeah, I
Or
really
they're
like the Nano. That was a fun little device. Yep.
The only thing I didn't like about the Nano is you never knew what the fuck you were gonna be playing next. I always liked the little screen because I could see what's coming up next. I can
Yeah,
select my playlist.
true.
That was cool, making your playlist and like having like a workout playlist or like a I'm going to school playlist or like I'm getting ready for school or I'm getting ready for whatever the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. And then you make your playlist and you do it. That was cool. Or like I'm walking home from school playlist. You play that.
Hey, didn't Microsoft also? I mean, when they also had a musical device, right?
Yeah, they have the Zune. Yeah.
The Zune. Yeah, yeah, right. I never had one
But
of
I
those.
don't think kids are buying those because I mean they're cool, but I don't. I mean I think you can
I don't
still
think it's
buy them,
supported.
but I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
probably
it's
not.
supported. Like
Right.
the
Not
thing
like it.
about
Yeah, I would think a Nano. You could probably
iPods,
still. You
you
could
can
probably still
still
hook it to your
iTunes.
computer.
Yeah, you can still get iTunes. I think.
Right, because that still exists. Yeah.
Yeah, iTunes is still available for download. So yeah, but a Zune, I don't think Zune is supported because what the fuck did they use to support it? I don't know.
Probably the Windows player. I mean, the media player.
They
I don't remember.
discontinued. They even took off. Yeah, their software doesn't even work on Windows 10 or 11. So you have to be using Windows.
You'd have to go in the
8.
Wayback Machine, huh?
Yeah,
I
to
would
be able
think
to
to.
use.
Yeah.
The Zune was a cool device, though. Honestly, it was. It was like not a lot of kids had them in my school, but like the nerdy kids had them. It was like the nerdy, like the really geeky kids had the Zune. Everyone else had iPods. I remember that. Everyone else had iPods.
I bought a kind of an expensive one at the time, Jesus. I've got it. I don't know if I still have it. I might, but I remember it. I remember at the time, like it held like 1,000 songs or 2,000,
Ooh.
5,000 songs. Yeah, because
Oh man.
you figure when you were in high school, I was already in my 20s. I'm like, I could afford to buy a really good one. And I remember it was blue and oh man, and I still used it. Trying to think, I still had it 25 years ago, which is nuts, but yeah, I might still have it around, man. But it almost looked like a CD player, but it was an actual HDD drive in there for a computer.
Wow.
Is what it was.
You can buy yourself an iPod Touch right now, Gunny, on Amazon for a whopping $108. It's a renewed one, of course, but it's 5th gen, 32 gigabytes. And they're all roughly around that price, $100, $130. The 64 gigabytes is 6th gen. This one's $169. But on eBay, they're on eBay, and they're like 130. Whoa, this is a 7th gen, 256 gigabytes. All colors available, Gunny. All colors. $135.
Nice. Yeah, I always like the blue ones. My favorite color was I would always get the blue one.
I always liked the classic. Remember the iPod Classic, like the big fat one? The big one? That one's on sale on eBay as well for, let me see here, storage 120. It's 150. And it comes in black, gray, or white. But these things didn't have Bluetooth, did they? They were just
no, they just had the 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I trying to remember if mine had a Bluetooth or not, but well, not my iPod, but yeah, my other device.
A lot of
can't remember when that became a thing.
Bluetooth was around for a long time. It's been around forever.
Yeah, it's been around. I'm trying to remember. It should have been around the iPod times, but yeah, because I remember having Bluetooth headphones. I might have used it with that device. I cannot remember.
It says here, the iPod Touch, all models from 2nd gen onwards have Bluetooth, and the 7th generation iPod Nano had Bluetooth.
Yeah. I remember having, memories though. Boy, I always had some third-party Bluetooth headset.
Says here, the iPod Touch 5th gen and later actually have Bluetooth 4, which supports AirPods and AirPlay.
Yeah. So to fast forward, Jesus, I do have the the earbuds, Apple earbuds, whatever. AirPods. Thank you. So I have the original. I don't know if these are original. So here I've got the number 1s or whatever. So still work good. And then I've got the Pro number 3s, which I got a couple months ago. And so I guess I was talking to Ghost Nico about it because he's got like a pair of third party ones or whatever, but they're expensive though. And well, not earbuds, but more earphones that he uses. But yeah, these earpods or whatever, like, man, like, I don't know, like the right one doesn't work as well. I don't know if I got to return them or something. Like, I can play music fine, but when I talk to somebody, it says, sounds like you're underwater, Henley. You're underwater. Like, what the hell? I just bought these things. And there's really no way to update them other than videos I've watched, Jesus. It just says, hey, keep your fucking earpods next to your phone or whatever. And it ghost updates or some crazy shit. So, and of course, yeah, once in a while I will disconnect them and say forget device and then plug it back in again. But yeah, that's just my update on the latest crapple devices. So,
But yeah, man, kind of cool to see kids embracing. I don't like calling it old tech because I grew up with it, but yeah,
you're old, Jesus. You're old, so that's old tech to these
old
Gen
tech.
Zers.
Yeah, to the fucking dinosaurs. How was it back then? Fucking Gen Zers believe like in the 90s probably we were all riding around fucking horse carriages and shit. How was them horse carriages back
Uncle
in the
Jesus,
90s?
did you have a record player too? One of them old town AM radios that was the size of a jukebox.
Motherfucker, I had a mongoose, you little dickhead. How was riding them horses to school, Uncle?
They had wheels that was invented when you were a kid, okay?
Yeah, the only horse I rode on was called a Mustang, not a fucking, and it was a fucking car, not a fucking horse. It's a fucking V8 Mustang, motherfucker. Fucking horse riding to school and shit. Fucking kids, man. But yeah. You know, the other thing that's made a comeback though recently a lot is vinyl, dude. Kids are buying vinyl like crazy, like those big records, like the old
Yeah.
vinyl records. That's like such a big thing now. Like you see them everywhere now at Walmarts and shit, Target. They have like whole sections of just vinyls, and even like new albums that like artists are releasing like new albums. Instead of releasing it on CD, they're releasing it on vinyls.
Yeah, limited release. I see that. I went downtown, my old
Fucking
town,
nuts.
and I saw they were. Yeah, I did see a younger generation of people in there. So I was like, huh, what the hell are they doing out there? Are they pulling up vinyl records? And
What the fuck are them
Shit.
whippersnappers doing out there?
you youngsters out there, you got a device to listen to it on.
What are you youngins doing over there? I'm calling the police. Yeah, but yeah.
All right,
Anyways,
guys.
I think we're done. Mayo couldn't
Are you-
make it today. He's doing Mayo shit.
He's doing his little
Christmas.
last second Christmas shopping for the kiddos. But anyway, Jesus, I'm gonna go play. Definitely gonna play Elder Ring Night Rain on
Oh,
Christmas and over the weekend because I'm
Cool.
sure I got to work the following Monday as well. So I'll be playing as much of that as possible. But
all right.
people go find me, Gunny Chief, over on Steam. HGP_Gunny. I need to get over and dust off the PS5, get Death Stranding 2 running. Maybe I should play that on Christmas.
You should
Get that running. Finish that shit.
just finish it. Just honestly, like once you get to chapter 10 or 11, from there on out, it's just like ending. Like you could just run through to the end. It's just like back to back.
Do
to
I got to
back
go back
back.
to Mexico? I haven't been back to Mexico at all. I've just been doing Australia the whole time.
You do end up going back to Mexico at the very end. Yes.
Okay.
It's just like the first game where it made you go all the way back to the beginning. Like the first game did the same thing where it made you go all the way across the map back to the beginning. Same thing happens here where you have to go all the way across the map back to the beginning. And yeah, I said fuck it. I drove my car to like the mountains and I was like, fuck, I'm driving this big truck across the map. I was driving over the mountains and shit. Just driving the
Yeah.
big truck around. Like, fuck this. I ain't taking no fucking long way around. I'm taking a shortcut to the mountain. And I made it. So you should too. Be fine. Anyways, we're out of here. Find me on everything as Jesus Walks a Lot. I'll be playing. I don't know what my next PlayStation game is. I'm wondering if I should go play God of War Ragnarok because I never did finish that or really started. Maybe I should play that, or maybe I should play Alan Wake 2, or maybe I should play some Red Dead Redemption. I don't know. Anyways, I'll be on there. Find me on Discord. Find me everywhere. I'm out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays. Happy everything.
Happy holidays and bye.
We love you. Bye, everyone. Have a good Christmas, and we'll catch you on the pre-New Year show. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Woo! Jesus walks a lot and he's steering the sleigh. Gunny chief rides shotgun, cracking jokes all the way. Mayo stuck in exile, path of exile's his trap. He tried to escape but got pulled right back. Death Stranding's a puzzle, it boggles the mind. Carrying boxes, what's Kojima designed? Battlefield's chaos, but friends make it bright. Gaming's a blizzard on this holiday night. Oh, ho, ho, gaming, so expensive now. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Nintendo, just wow. AI's the Grinch, stealing our cheer. But the horrible gamers, we're still here. Yes, the horrible gamers, we're still here.
Santa Mayo's missing, he's stuck in a grind.
Path of exiles, his North Pole, it's all he can find.
Jesus and Gunny, they're holding the reins.
Laughing through the chaos, despite all the pains.
Remember that night, we laughed till we cried. Battlefield battles with friends by our side.
Sipping hot cocoa as the snow starts to fall. Gaming together now, that's the best call. Oh, ho, ho, gaming, so expensive now. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Nintendo, just wow. AI's the Grinch, stealing our cheer. But the horrible gamers, we're still here. Oh, yes, the horrible gamers, we're still here. Through the pixelated winter, the joy never ends. With controllers in hand, we're the best of friends.
We'll keep on gaming
Through the cold and the strife, support and ambition, bringing joy to our life. So here's to the memories we've shared through the years. From laughter to leveling, through triumphs and fears. Under the mistletoe, let's make a toast to Jesus, Gunny, Mayo, the ones we love most. Oh, ho, ho, gaming.